Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everybody. How's it going, everybody, on Twitch and on YouTube? We're live right now on both platforms. We have a few makers in the back room we're going to bring in here in just a minute. I stream anywhere from 2 to 3 hours every Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific is my new time. And yeah, how is it going, everybody? And don't bark at me. Anyway, I hope everybody is having an awesome day. Let's see. We've got a few people in chat here. Hello, everybody. Sergio, Delos Logos 3D Printing, Derek over in the UK, Stephen Poole, Kenny Sims, hello. And I guess that's everybody that's commented. Well, let's bring in some Stone Monkey Research. Hello. How are you doing today? Let's bring in the people in the back room and we'll get talking about this, that, and everything. Here we go. Matt and Kenny, what's going on, guys?
Yeah, pretty good.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing well.
Hanging out
right now. Well, not anymore. No, my machines are quiet now. I turned them off today because tomorrow, the 24th, is my German Christmas day, basically for us. So we get our presents on the 21st, while you have to wait till to the 25th to get your presents.
Okay.
So
very good.
The Queen of England also used to celebrate Christmas on the 24th, too.
I did something great.
That's a boring fact, I guess.
Are you okay, or what's going on with you, Kenny?
Alexa, shut up. Anyways.
Yeah, that's the only woman you can tell to shut up.
Everything's fine. No, I was going to say, I did something silly when I was in the service. Speaking of Christmas, I went out to a church for, like the night before with this German girl and in my dress greens. And my higher ups got word of that. And they're like, you shouldn't have done that, because, I would have been a marked man, since I was in uniform. Out there by myself, in other words. I'm like, I said it was Christmas, man. Big deal.
Yeah, I didn't
Go
ahead.
And I said, Christmas, big deal. Nobody's going to come after me.
Here's a Christmas present I did for my brother-in-law, which hopefully he's not watching, but I did share the video on Facebook, so you may have already seen it. It's done in Baltic birch. It's like 4 millimeters thick, multiple layers. And then I painted them and glued them all together with super glue, and that file came off of Etsy. Came out beautiful. I would like to do this really big, so maybe on the Raleigh, I will take out the pass-throughs in the front and rear. When I get the money, buy more Baltic birch and make this very large and put it on my wall. And something else I did from Rich, the LA Hobby Guy. This is available over on his store, and in my video, I have a link to his store. But the Lord's Prayer came out, and this cross is very nice, very fine detail. Guy the Jedi, hello, how are you doing? And that's done a Baltic birch.
Nice.
Then I
I have something similar for lithophane. Also for 3D printing to print out. I think I made some crosses like that for a friend of mine. So yeah, yesterday I was doing an order for a friend of mine, and he wanted 100 pieces. I done them in matter of like 10 hours, 100 pieces. And,
nice.
On 2 machines. So every 5 hours, I was able to do 27 on each plate. And
channel member Simon Snow, hello.
I give him 8 extra ones, and yeah, he's very happy. And yeah, I made a little bit of money, I mean, not much.
Did you make money or not?
Yeah, I did make money, but not much, because it's a friend,
Yeah, I get it.
But still, I get my filament paid for, my time, not so, but yeah, otherwise, it's pretty good.
I got some goodies to Melvin Ziltech, my only filament company that sent me anything this year. Got a box of goodies, and then 3D Gloop sent me another big can of Gloop for my alien project. So I figured I'd just have it all in one picture. But yeah, I was currently out of cookies in the house at the time. I'm glad this box came yesterday. I had tracking for it, and it said it weighed 10 pounds. I'm thinking, okay, that's going to be 4 rolls of filament and maybe a mouse pad or something else in the box. Then when it came, my wife opened it up, and this came from a store called Herb or something like that down in Texas. I forget the name exactly, but yeah, very cool. A lot of cool goodies there in the mail. And then that loop is going to go very far on next project. And then in my latest video, these are past. This is like from last year. Sandy's got little reindeer put on, reindeer antlers on. There's Nikita. There's Sandy sticking her tongue out. I'm kind of holding her back with my hand so I can click a picture. And there's the thumbnail for my latest video I just put out a few days ago.
Cool. Yeah. Like I said, I've been also doing lithophanes.
Black Beauty.
Yeah, but it kind of reminds me of the here in England we have a bank, and on that bank the logo looks exactly just like that.
Nice.
And this one right here, actually a unique piece.
Hummingbird.
This is a call. You can see the clarity of it compared to the other one, because the other one, the first one I shown, was printed flat, but this picture was printed flat and vertically. I explain now. As you
Hold
can
on, Sam. Merry
see
Christmas.
right there. This piece was printed flat, and that piece, the big piece right here, was printed vertically. So I get the best, the best picture out of it, and the color I just basically glued in the back of it. So it's a true lithophane, but it's in 2 parts, and I glued it together. So, but it's all PLA made out of PLA with a little bit of glue. Yeah, I'm very proud of this one. If people wants to know how to do this, they can find me on YouTube, Matt German, and find the hybrid method.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
And
I've got a few more parts to the alien to print, and then I got to take a couple days removing supports, and then I can start the next video. The next video will be the upper torso and me attaching it, and then there'll be a follow-up video after that one down the road when it's actually glued. Oh, Guy the Jedi, I missed your comment. Hello, Guy. How you doing today?
This is an older picture. I made this like 2-3 weeks ago. But in a little while, I will show a little bit more of. I have a whole box full of lithophane what I made this month.
Looks like a focus box.
It is. It is. I used my last focus roll because, they don't make them then anymore, but I used the roll. I still have half a roll left.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, big shit.
I think I got some of the red somewhere, a little bit of focus on the spool somewhere. Black spool.
Yeah, it's okay. It's white, and not too keen for lithophanes for it, but it's a novelty item now. Since focus is out of the picture now. I mean, they did put a laser up, I think, a couple days ago on YouTube.
I had the original laser, and it was mounted really high in the air, and the beam is way up away from the build platform, and I didn't like it. I just didn't like the laser being up so high. It's kind of like a Galvo, where it's way up in there and not close to your work.
Yeah.
But
I don't have any experience with laser, so I can't say. I just saw that they posted something on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm wondering if they're going to come back or going to have a comeback.
yeah, my new Christmas present I got in the mail here a few weeks ago, you guys probably seen. Let's see, that's one picture. Oh, here it is, this one here. My new Galvo laser that I got from Hao Tian. It's a 60-watt Galvo, and once I learn how to use it, my videos will slowly ramp up more and more and more. and I get experience with using with different materials, and I'll put out a lot more content. But yeah, I'm loving this. Weighs a little over 100 pounds, and I wanted a split unit. I didn't want the newer all-in-one type unit. I wanted a split unit like that specifically.
Have you tried rocks yet?
No, I have a big rock here, but I haven't tried rock yet.
Yeah,
I did a test on it yesterday. I was working with. I put my 200 millimeter lens on, and that's on steel. I was doing some color tests. I need to make more charts like that are a lot bigger, so I can get good colors from steel. And then each type of material you use, I need to do color tests for the different types of material. That way, if I should ever choose to make an item out of that type of material, then I can just look at this chart to see what to set my settings at. So that's why it's good to have, material tests for your different types of material you're working with.
So you actually produce that with this Galvo?
Yeah, different colors, different frequencies, and speed and power.
So in my research this last week, I've seen that there's different types of sources of laser of the Galvo. Which one is that one that you have?
I want to say Raycus, but I'm not 100% sure on that word, but I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, because that was the source is Raycus, yeah. Then you got JPG.
Roger Brand, channel member. Hello. Merry Christmas.
I heard you don't want to do anything with Max, MAX. I did see a YouTube on that.
Not sure what that is.
It's entry level China company that
Hello,
I
Dustin.
guess.
Hey, Dusty.
Yeah, that does that. Laser source.
The day from before Christmas, when all through the house, if anybody would like to drop in, you're free to. You're welcome to come in and show off what you've been working on. Just come in and say hi. Makers are welcome. You can have up to 10 people at a time on screen. And all my maker friends are always welcome. I don't have no bones right now, Nikita. You'll have to wait. Go eat your food in the kitchen. Go eat your doggy food. There's no more crackers.
All my rowdy friends have settled down.
Looks like a little gecko or a little, what's it?
Yeah, that son of a gun that raised my insurance.
Baby raptor, maybe?
Yeah. Right, Raptor, right, you're right. The only thing what I'm not happy about is I did use support on it, but I guess I have to take a file, a metal file to it, and right there, I don't know if you can see it on the arm.
Do you know something about when you speak about raptors? Did you know that the chicken is considered
A raptor.
from that age?
Yeah, it's a dinosaur.
Chickens.
Yeah, I know. Chickens are dinosaurs. All birds are dinosaurs, basically.
There's a mouth that goes on my alien whenever I get around to getting all the parts printed. I'm getting close. Maker Mind Nexus. Hello. How you doing today?
I never gonna get a kiss from that one. No. That would be scary. Real life.
Maker Mind Nexus. I think that's Dan, DB3D, right?
Yes,
it is.
correctly. Dan. Right? It's Dan.
So that's looking pretty good. Like I say, I've got like 3 more parts to go, and then I got like 1 billion supports to strip. And on a lot of these parts, even though I used organic supports, I got to use pliers and a little screwdriver and a pick, and it's hard removing supports. I still might have a couple more on this, but it took me quite a while just to clean the supports off of this. So, but that other now, New Year's is a week away, so my video should be out by New Year's. Should for the next part. Have nothing body done because I got a great big giant large Lowe's box here. It's overflowing with parts. I still got a few more I got to print, but it's getting there.
I have one question.
Gentlemen, we have Zach popping in. Hey, Zach, how you doing?
Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing fine. How are you all? How are you all doing? Oh my god! And
doing
also,
very well.
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you too.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Bahamba, I'd like to say.
Okay, with it being 1 week away from 2024, where in the hell is my flying vehicle at?
You what?
Flying
I
vehicle,
want my flying vehicle.
Jetsons.
I want to fly around in space, I want my
People
robot.
Avoiding traffic jams.
People are driving flying vehicles that run into each other. There'd be a lot more accidents and deaths if we had flying vehicles. Light sourcing great. Patrick, hello. Patrick, I have a Racus fiber source on my fiber laser, right? Racus. Light Source Engraving is an expert in the field of lasers, and I think he's working today. So, Almighty Malachi, hello, hello. Dandelion 88. Technicus, I believe that is. Hello, hello. I'm not good on pronunciations on names, but I'll try. What were you going to ask, Kenny?
No, I was just BSing about flying cars and being 2024.
No, but that is cool. I like that.
How are you doing, Zach?
I'm
The
doing
Jets-
fine. We were going from one shop to another shop because we have those cockatiel birds. You know, every time the Dutch people are doing grilling, indoor grilling on the table. I don't know how it's exactly called, with so small pans, and then you can
I
put
know
meat in
what-
it.
Fondue,
Yeah?
not fondue.
No,
Thank
no,
you,
no.
Chris.
That is a bowl with liquid in it, and then you
Oh
dip
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
fondue.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the cheese one.
But
Raclette.
Fondue.
No,
Mhm.
raclette. It's raclette.
yeah.
Huh?
But, okay, so we have two of them, and we cannot use them because if we are heating up the plate, fumes are coming off of it. For us as humans, it is also toxic, but not that much as it is for the birds that are in the same room. And we want to also include the birds by the festivities.
Hello,
But-
Mummy.
We were looking
Steven?
like 5-6 hours for getting the right material so that we can actually do that. So we need to find something else. I was all fed up, and I was like, no, yeah, I think a Korean barbecue comes close to it.
I'm drinking right now. It's like a German root beer.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
that's pretty nice. That's normally what I drink on Christmas and all that. It's pretty nice.
I always say hello to the beer every time.
Well, it's not real beer.
Yeah, I know.
It's near beer.
It
It
tastes similar.
That
Hmm?
was root beer.
Yeah, root beer.
Yeah.
It's a malt drink, basically. They normally give it in Germany and other places for malnourished because they have high calorie count.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's supposed to be pretty
Dusty
good.
Knuckles, if you have time, drop in. Everybody's welcome to drop in. If I know who you are and you're a maker, you're welcome to drop in on camera and just chit chat or show what you've been working on or promote yourself. It's all acceptable. Each and every week, I invite like 20 to 25 makers. I get on Facebook Messenger and I go down the list and throw out invites. And sometimes I do it on Twitter
Mm.
or X, as they call it.
Mhm. Hey Jerry,
Yes,
did
sir.
you see my latest X?
I didn't see your post recently. No.
No, it's so funny. It's called now Post. Yeah. Back in the day of Twitter, we call it, did you see my latest tweet? Now you say like, did you see my latest X? What? You have another girlfriend again?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Bad joke.
I get it.
Like that.
Kind of late on the rim shot.
Yeah. Some jokes are better just in the original language. Translating the joke into another language sometimes loses the joke.
Mhm.
I can't
I
imagine why.
can't do that, so.
I can't imagine why you renamed it X.
It
I
still
know.
says twitter.com for the URL. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if you enter x.com, then you also get to the right side.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in his shoes, I would never have messed with that. But whatever.
I think the original concept of Twitter was good. Maybe some little changes that there are some more things that you can do with Twitter, but the big changes like But I don't want to leave because I've tried Facebook several times. I'm still on Facebook, but it's not that what I'm used to. No, it's not fun.
Dale says he's never tried root beer. I like A&W, or I think it's called Mug Root Beer. And then there's one other brand called Barks, I think it is. A long time ago, when I was a delivery driver here in Vegas back in the 80s, I went to a health food store making a delivery, and I bought a bottle of their root beer. And I just, I took one drink, and I dumped it out. It's like, I like soda type root beer. I don't like real root beer. It has no sweetness.
What's the difference then in that, Jerry?
I don't know.
I have never drunk any root beer, only normal beer.
Drank.
Well, when you go to Rap Festival next time, Rocky Rap Festival, then go to one of the stands and they will have a root beer. Or a root beer float. I think it's very popular too. It's normally with ice cream on it.
Also, you could try ginger beer. It's excellent. But it's kind of sweet. It's got a punch, and it's kind of sweet. But
I'm gonna try to show some pictures here of Derek's.
Annie, I am liking those kind of punches. I do like that.
Now the pictures.
Yeah.
Is that the table or is that the floor, Jerry?
That's the floor.
Oh my gosh. I'm not going to ask. That's the ground.
That must be one huge tree. The owner, the guy that's bought it, he's gonna put it under a tree, I guess.
Yeah, this is a lot bigger than my Alien. Had a lot more girth to it. It's a lot bigger. My Alien will be big, but this is bigger. But the difference between this Hulk and my Alien is Derek done this as a commission. He won't have it after probably in a week or so. He won't have it no more. Where my Alien will still be sitting behind me for a very long time. And that head there is bigger than a human head.
Is this like the actual size of the Hulk?
Yeah. I would probably say yes. I'd probably say it's about he's about that big. Yes.
I figure.
I don't think Lou Ferrigno was over that big. And I know they redid the Hulk after that.
I'm just sharing a few things out. So if anybody out there would be nice enough to share the link for the stream, so we get more people in here to watch us and talk about 3D printing and 3D, like, of course, Christmas food and drinks. So
Hey, Pete.
What are you eating for turkey or ham, or what are you having for Christmas?
We are going to order Chinese food for the first day, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to my son's. Me and the wife are going to my son's tomorrow night. They're going to probably have ham and a little bit of this and that, and we'll open up presents. I'm only getting presents for my grandkids because I don't have any money this year. So my son, his wife, and other people there aren't getting anything. So I'll have to wait till I get paid on the 1st. Then I'll have my wife probably go on Amazon, pick out like 10 things she likes, and then have her walk away. And then I'll pick which one of those things I want to order for her. That way she can order what she wants, but I'll surprise her with it.
Cool.
Thank you, Patrick. Yeah, there's a few things I should have done different about it, but yeah, I try to make something good to help promote the Raleigh. And that cross, matter of fact, let me show you the cross here. This is for my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law. But this is from the LA Hobby Guy. And I linked in my video where you can buy this file at, and you can print it yourself. This was done in Baltic birch. It's around 5 millimeters thick. Came out really nice. I thought about painting it, but I don't want to cover up all the lines on it. But it came out really good.
I would stain it. Not paint, but stain it.
I've already clear coated it, and I got to box it up later. 1 second, I see you in the back room, Mylan. And here's a wolf that I did. It came out really nice. It's done on multiple layers. Wow. I just painted the different layers where they need to be painted. The file came from Etsy. There's a link in my video. And yeah, I used super glue to glue it together. I just glued each layer, pressed them down for a few minutes, and then just glued the next layer on top. Could have used wood glue, but super glue worked perfectly fine. Came out really good. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Milan popping in. Hey, buddy, how you been? Long time no see.
Yeah, you guys doing pretty good?
Yeah. Doing okay.
Haven't seen you in a long
okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Good. Yeah,
how's your health been?
Rehab.
Okay, go ahead.
I had to go into rehab for my physical rehab and for breathing rehab. So.
Well, yeah, you said didn't you had an operation?
No, that one got canceled for right now while I was in rehab. The next one's coming up.
Man, that sucks.
Well, I'm glad you're still doing well. I know you don't pop in very often, and my wife asked whatever happened to you. I said, well, I'm sure he's okay. Probably having health issues, but he comes in once in a while. Liam's on once in a while. Liam used to stream every Wednesday, and he quit streaming. He's been on here twice in the last 2 months. He comes in once in the blue moon. There's my wife in chat there. Hey, Betty Boop.
My wife should be in chat too, I believe. If she's listening, say hello to everyone, please.
Hey, wifey.
Yeah, I'm hooked up to my my earbud, but it seems like I'm getting a delay for some reason. I don't know why.
You probably have your YouTube video
hello,
open.
Betty Boop.
And you're not on stream yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you're on StreamYard, you can just either close down YouTube or mute it. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Vincent popping in. Hey, Vincent, how are you doing, my friend?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, if you're just watch on StreamYard. If you're watching on YouTube, here waiting for it to talk, it'll be delayed. So you either minimize or close YouTube and just look at StreamYard.
That's what I also usually do.
Yeah, I don't even have a YouTube window.
I guess I'm on StreamYard because this is not YouTube at all. So.
Yeah, we log in through StreamYard, and your camera looks like it's at your top right, and you're looking at your screen. So if you want, you can just sit back and just look at the camera. How you doing, Vincent? How you been, bud?
I'm tinkering around with some stuff. I had a knot in my spool, so I'm trying to unwind it when it's printing. I'm too lazy to take it off.
Okay.
And I replaced the bed on that one because I was always using a mirror, and I had a second bed from the other ender still left, so I switched it out. So I can use another sheet for PETG. Wouldn't stick on the mirror.
Well, PETG, you got to have glue stick or something. You can't print directly on the mirror. You'll pop the mirror. I've done it.
Yeah, no, that wasn't the issue with mine. It didn't hold the PETG. So I took the whole bed off with the mirror, including, and I had a spare bed laying around from my other ender that had a blown board. So switched the bed out. And, put a new sheet on it.
Yeah, PETG's not sticking. Like I say, use 3D lac. There's a lot of things you can use. You can even use gloop if you have any for some kind of adhesion. And if you're not sticking, you're too high, just lower down a little bit. Print like a big square or something, and as it goes around, keep tuning it down little by little till it sticks flat, and then you can take your finger, run across it, and if it doesn't remove and it's sticking, then you're good to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tim and his son in the car. Hey guys.
Hey, Tim.
Hey,
We're out.
Yeah.
We're out and about today. Thought I'd pop in and say Merry Christmas to everybody.
Yes,
Merry
sir.
Christmas to you.
Yeah,
What are you guys talking about?
anything.
Santa Claus is coming soon. Are you ready for Santa Claus?
Yeah.
I hope you've been a good boy and you get lots of cool presents.
Turning 8 in less than a month. So. My birthday's in February, so February's less than a month.
No, February's 2 months away.
No.
So how's
I know. I
everybody
put my
doing?
bed.
Doing really
I'm
good,
doing
sir.
good.
Good.
I already put up my bear traps for Santa Claus, so this year we'll catch him.
So, are you guys live streaming?
Yes, we're live. There's people watching you from all over the whole world right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, wait. So, you mean after this you stream this will be on YouTube?
Uh-oh. You turned
I
the
didn't do
camera
it.
over.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
it wasn't me.
That sounds like a fire engine.
He'll pop back in. Unless he's driving. We'll see.
Yeah, it looked like he was
Jerry, I got
driving.
a question for you. The print you have, the Queen Alien, the
Yes.
one with all the hatchlings. Where did you happen to get that at?
Wicked. Over on Facebook, go to wicked3d.com or Wicked's website. Just type in
Okay.
Wicked
I've
3D on
been
Facebook.
been searching around for it and can't seem to find it. So, okay, so I need to go to
Check
Wicked
any of my
3D.com.
videos on Wicked. Check underneath my video description under the video, and it tells you all their links. So go to any of my
Okay.
alien videos or go to my latest one. There'd be links to all the Wicked places you can buy the files.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the process of completing. I'm trying to complete. I've been home about 2 weeks again. Been trying to complete the Colossus. I'm working
Oh,
on
nice.
Colossus.
Cool.
So,
Good.
Is that
what I
that?
did was
That
the
is
normal, when they have this file here, the beam he's holding in his hand doesn't have the hazard stripes on it. But I went ahead and put the hazard stripes on it, and then I bought the paint, and the paint makes it the rust on it. So
What is
I went ahead and did that there. So
It's
He's
just a
been-
little cat.
it's
This is
low,
one.
2 feet tall. So, but it's going to a friend of mine wants it for his son.
They
So,
can hear everything you say, so don't
but
be rude.
that's what I'm working on right there. So the base came out. The base and the head came out nice. There's a base for it. Right, get my camera right.
Nice.
Yeah,
There's this whole shining dome.
That's nice.
Using that what is that that paint I'm using is paint for the chrome is the spastics.
Why do you have your glasses on?
Because it's sunny out.
How's your doggy
Yeah,
doing?
spastics
Milan?
paint for the chrome.
How's your doggy doing, Milan?
Oh, being a pain in my butt. So, but he's doing okay. He's just happy to have me home. That's about it. So, just happy to have me home. But he's doing real good. So huge, but thinks he's the boss.
Hey, Red Light, how you doing today? Anyway, Tim, you were saying something and then you got cut off, or your son was saying something.
Yeah, we got cut off. I don't know what happened when I tried to rotate my phone, but Mom's in the dollar store. We're just sitting in the car chilling.
All right.
Yeah.
Remember, Santa's watching right now, so always be good
That's
because
right.
Santa's watching.
That's right.
You can hear everything I say, right?
Yes. I can hear everything you say.
Okay.
Everything. I told you, we're
And
live.
when you whisper talking to Daddy, I can hear that too.
Yeah.
Everybody hears that on you.
Hey, do you want some ice
Thousands of
cream? Do
people-
you want some ice cream today?
You want ice cream?
No.
You want some candy and soda?
No.
Jerry?
All right. Yeah, my wife was
Behave.
mad at me for saying that.
No, behave.
How old are you now? About 13?
7.5.
Wow, I thought you were
Wow.
bigger than that. I thought you were like 13.
No, my birthday's in February.
Okay.
So it's right after Christmas. So every Christmas I'm 7.5.
So you'll be 8.5 on your birthday then, right?
No.
No, okay.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Well, really, right now you're 7 3/4.
No, I'm not.
He hasn't learned fractions in school yet.
Yes, I have. Sounds.
Everything I learned from school, I forgot. And you'll notice in my typing, when I say two, I go TO to everything. I don't even remember what TOO stands for anymore.
Oh.
TWO is this. I don't. There's so much pronunciations I don't even remember.
That's
So I just
too.
type,
That's
type.
that's too funny. TOO
Yeah.
funny.
Or TWO. Two.
TWO is this. Yes.
That's the number.
Yes.
Or that's peace. Peace, dude.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
wish my Paul Alien was doing this rather than what he's doing with only one finger.
Oh, that'd be cool. That would be good.
So everyone can hear this.
Yes.
Yes, we can all hear you, even chat. Everybody in chat on the screen is listening.
Yeah. There's people
So
all
it's
over the
not-
world that can hear
Not
you.
just the people in
Yep.
the video that you see that are hearing you.
Yeah,
Everybody's hearing you.
Big brother is listening. Yes, Big
Yep.
brother is listening.
When you
Everybody
grow up and get when you grow up and get big and you turn 13, when you're all grown up, you'll be able to watch this on YouTube and you can see yourself.
Yeah.
This will still be on YouTube.
You'll probably have your own YouTube channel by then, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For
But you
sure.
will be streaming.
What?
And yet, what you will be streaming if you have a YouTube channel.
You want a YouTube channel? What do you want to stream about on YouTube? Oh, okay.
See, right here,
James-
there's a man in West
James?
Virginia named Patrick, and he can hear you too. It says it on the
Yeah.
screen.
Saint.
Yeah, see, he's in West Virginia, USA. Jerry that's talking, he's in Las Vegas, where it's nice and sunny with no snow.
Yeah, no.
And
Yes,
Kenny's
no.
in the cool part of Biggest Valley, Henderson.
Better staying here.
Yeah.
Christmas is better with all the stinky, soggy snow.
Okay.
No, it's not. We've had a brown Christmas up till last night. We got a little sprinkle of snow.
No.
I don't
And
like
Derek
the
is
snow.
in the UK. That's way across the
I
pond. He
know
can hear you.
All of you and you can hear this.
Well, we don't have any snow either, so.
Hey, Tim.
Indianapolis,
Oh,
Indiana.
Yes.
For Christmas, can you at least say, hey, greetings from the Great White A?
Yes. Greetings from the Great White A. Got some snow up here. We got
Yeah.
the beavers.
Oh,
Can
there
you send some snow to me?
Got the beavers and the moose all out up here decorated for Christmas.
A?
Yeah,
You
having our maple syrup for breakfast, eh?
Come to South.
You
Hold on.
hoser. You know where that comes from? It comes from the guys on Saturday.
Bob-
What? No,
Bob
that
and
wasn't
Doug-
Saturday. That was Second
Bob-
City TV.
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Man, it's amazing how much talent came out of Canada. You know, as far
You
as
ever watch it?
All of these people are gonna be watching me the same way.
Yep.
You guys
They are.
ever watch that show Fargo? That show Fargo?
Love that show.
It's
Fargo?
filmed in Canada, and everybody has a
fun.
certain accent. You know that? I don't know if you noticed. You live there, Tim.
Yeah.
But everybody on the show, almost everybody, has a certain type of accent in their voice. And I don't know if that's Canadian or what, but it's a certain way they're talking.
It's
I don't
North
know if
Dakota.
anybody,
It's supposed to be from North Dakota.
I know,
'Cause-
but they
yeah.
film it in Canada because it's cheaper to film in Canada than the U.S. But
Yeah.
Like-
the-
I don't know
One
what
of
that accent is I'm talking about. But everybody,
Yeah.
almost everybody in the show has a certain dialect, a way of. It's like Maker Viking has Viking type shows. They have a certain
yeah.
dialect. I hear that in Fargo.
The
and I
one
think they
season.
came out with a new season too.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
season with Billy Bob Thornton was filmed in Calgary, and part of it was filmed down like 1 block away from my office.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm watching the second season now as it comes out.
And then that other show, The Last of Us, that first season was filmed in Calgary.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of good productions come out of Canada.
Does anyone want to hear a joke?
Sure.
Okay, get up here and tell a joke if you're going to tell a joke.
Oh, I'm good.
You can't just tease these guys, you know, because
Come on, you
they'll
have
you
to
know.
tell the joke.
Look, you're on full screen now, Ethan. Come tell your joke. Oh, I'm telling you. Here, I'll give you a view of what it's like out here today. So we're at the dollar store, and there's
Dollarama. Ooh.
Dollarama.
beautiful
Never
blue
heard-
sky. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful blue sky with a fresh dusting of snow today. So, oops, there we go. Yeah, you ready to tell your joke?
I didn't have one.
Come on, tell a joke. What's your favorite knock knock joke?
I have to think of one. You guys.
Okay, I'll tell you. Come here. I'll do the.
Oh wait. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Bill.
Boo. Who?
Bill who?
Why are you crying?
You guys are all crying. There you go. I'm telling you.
Wait, knock knock.
Who's there?
there? Boo hoo.
Are you an owl?
Are you an owl?
Are you an owl? Hoo
Yeah, get it.
hoo. So I'm probably not going to be streaming again myself till first week in January. I've been battling bronchial pneumonia for the last week and a half.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of kept me at a slow pace. So
I hope you
Just
get
about
over it and get better.
yeah, I just about finished my round of antibiotics. So they gave me really aggressive antibiotics for it. So, and I feel better today than I have in the last week. So
Sup?
yeah, but we'll be back. We'll be back.
In 30 years.
Well, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, and I hope you get everything you want from Christmas from Santa, and you have a great
Yeah.
day. Take
Wait,
care
Yeah,
of
you
yourself.
too.
wait. Knock knock.
No, Ethan, we gotta
There.
go.
I just had one.
Okay, one more. Go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Oh.
Olive Fu.
Who?
Okay. Talk to you guys later.
Take care,
All
my
right,
friend.
have a good
Bye
one,
for
Tim.
now. Okay, bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, Jerry, when was the last time you talked to Petzel?
When's the last
That's
time?
been a
what?
while.
Talk to Petzel.
David
It's been a
Petzel,
while.
like a year and
Yeah.
a half. He hasn't been on in like forever. I think he's just busy with his restaurant. I don't know.
Yeah, I think about shooting him an email tonight. So see how he's doing. Wishing him a happy new year, happy Christmas and a happy new year. So, but well, that's awesome, Matt.
Thank you.
That was crazy awesome.
Yeah, the camera sometimes have to put a little bit closer. This one is a nice one.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I made tons this month.
Yeah, my wife said he heard that David Petzel shut his restaurant down a month ago on Facebook, but I don't know what happened.
Huh.
She said she read it on Facebook. Or on her Facebook page, I don't know.
You have to shoot him an email tonight. See how he's doing.
It's really good.
Thank you. I'm going through tons of pictures. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to go through.
Well, guys, I need to jump off here and get my dog out. And if you guys are still on when I get done, I'll jump back on.
All right, Milan. Yeah, we'll be here for 2 to 3 hours. We've only been on for about an hour. I'll be here for another couple hours. But
All right, I'll talk to you guys in
if
a
we
while.
don't see you again, you have a great Christmas, and thank you very much
Yeah.
for coming on. And I hope you get better and, stay healthy for many, many, many years to come, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year's as well.
Thank you,
You
sir.
too.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
He was I believe, the Army, and he was injured by an IED. That's why he's in a wheelchair.
Ouch.
I believe so. Steam pump, cow.
Yeah.
It's recycling its own gas so he can walk or something. Make energy.
Exactly.
Parrots. The colors aren't that bright, but they're there.
Yeah,
Part of it's the camera, probably.
that's an
That-
old picture here.
There you go. That's real bright.
Yeah, and that's basically it. That's what I've been doing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got Jason, 3DTS, a tech support guy. Hey, Jason, how you been, man?
Oh, I've been all right. Tired, busy. How you been?
Quiet.
Hey,
All right.
Busy, working.
yeah, yeah.
How the bamboos
Matt.
coming along? They
Vince.
still work good for you?
Yeah, I haven't, honestly, I haven't done the first, well, it's not even the printer's fault. I had some old filament and it broke when I was trying to take it out. So I had to pull that tray out, pull out the filament, but I haven't, they're the original nozzle, all the original parts. They just keep going. And I clean them, when I can.
I've replaced 3 nozzles since February. And what happens when I realize the nozzle's bad on the first layer, it's like sandpaper. It's dragging the bed. It's still printing. And once you get past the first layer, it looks perfectly fine.
Oh, wow.
The nozzles, they're tore up. So I need on the first, I need to order a couple nozzles.
You can adjust the Z offset if it starts to print that way from the display. You can move the nozzle up a little bit, and I think it retains that for the next time around.
Okay.
I
I haven't tried. I just put in the next nozzle and I throw them away. What I've been doing.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
it's
haven't
expensive.
with Orca Slicer. I'm still using Bamboo Studio. I see there's profiles in there for my Cheaty printers, but not for the big printer I have, the iFast, the really big one that's like $2,500. They don't
Right.
have a profile. And I contact the company. They go, no, we don't have one. But their 3 newest printers, which are the only thing they're talking about on their website now, they're not talking about any of their other stuff they used to sell. So I don't know.
Those are the A1s or whatever, 1As.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Yeah. What's up, Matt? How you been? How's married
Yeah,
life
I've been
treating you?
all right. Pretty good.
Yeah. Loopy
Love
Lou,
it.
not loopy yet.
No
You don't have to
comment.
answer that.
I want to
I
sleep
got-
on the sofa.
His opinion.
I think
Vince
you've been
is
on
here,
before when
Zach.
Kenny Sims was on, Jason. I think you met him before on stream.
Who?
He lives, Kenny Sims. He's over there
Kenny.
on the far right. He lives in Henderson also, somewhere out near you somewhere. He
Oh,
also
okay.
has a rat rig 500 by 500. And I was telling him that Jason knows all about him inside and out. So
Yeah. Hey, Kenny. Good to meet you if I haven't. Yeah, I mean, everybody
Yeah,
with the
it's right.
beard looks the same.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's right there. There's the rat.
Hey, there you
rack.
go. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can see mine back there. Oh, you've got the newer frame. Yeah.
3.1. Yeah.
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 Mine's the old. Mine's the original. Three. Right. I don't even remember. I've had it so long. Anyway, when this
Yeah.
version came out, that's when this one came. This was pre-ordered from them. Their kit. Yeah. I've done a few things to it. And the tool head's a little bit different. I've done some of the mods for like the Z arms and stuff when they changed a little bit, but not too much. It just prints, just keeps going. So if it works, I'm not going to tear it apart.
the
Not
reason,
too
I was,
hard.
the reason I was asking you about nozzles, stainless steel over hardened steel, when I went to their main site, they sell one or the other. But when I went to the U.S. page, they only sell stainless. They don't have the hardened. So I'm stuck with just buying those. So.
I don't.
And I'm not
I don't
sure
know.
what came with the printer originally. I'm not sure what was on it.
Yeah, I think these that came with the hardened steel nozzle. I think that's what it said. I think it said it was hardened. At least the Kickstarter one was.
I like that the newer 2 printers they came out with, you don't have to mess with the heater pad, putting glue on it and pulling out the little thermistor and gluing it in and putting the little clip back on it. It's nice. That's all. You put,
The hot. Yeah, so I haven't, dude. I've been so busy. I haven't paid too much attention. I know what you're talking about, though. I did see something about that. It has like a quick release and all that for the.
Yeah. You take off the sock, unclip it, pull it straight off. You're done. And then put the new one on, clip it, and go.
Nice. I mean, not that this one's hard anyway. I mean, just 2 screws, pop it out.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That glue it comes with, one time I couldn't get out my thermistor and I tried pulling it out and I broke the bulb, so I had to replace the wire.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I bought some extra wires last time I ordered from Bamboo.
Mhm.
I got some nozzles too. I had to replace 2 nozzles on 2
Hey,
printers.
what's the one? Hello,
Otherwise,
hello.
they're all. This one I think is the original
Oh,
one
I'll do it from my
still.
phone.
But
And
this
Matt-
one, yeah.
No, I was going to say Matt won a Comgrow 500 by 500 a long, long time ago, and they lost it. So eventually he'll get it one of these days. I guess they had like a whole pallet or a couple bins or something. Connex is full of printers disappear on them, something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so
So-
actually Comgrow and Solvo are actually now together. They're streaming together online.
What are you doing, Vincent, with your batteries?
Oh, I'm building a battery pack.
What kind of cells are those, Vince?
18650s, and I recycled them from e-bikes.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Is that a heat
I'm-
gun? You're heating them up?
So it can go to 480 degrees Celsius or something.
Never seen a heat gun like that. It's got a real fine tip. I mean, I have a regular heat gun, but
Yeah,
it's like
I got a lot of different nozzles for this one.
okay. Mine looks
But
like a hair dryer.
I like the small one because yeah, you can
More
aim better
exact.
on the top
Control
of
it.
batteries. Control it better. And also I will not burn my fingers. So yeah. Look. This is what's supposed to be. This is one of them.
Nice. Is that a case you made or bought?
No, I bought this one, but I can 3D print them. But my
Mhm.
printers are constantly in use at the moment. I got a couple of projects that I need to do for somebody. Look,
Yeah.
this is how I get them in.
Okay.
And these are still good. I worked at a bicycle company that did a lot of e-bikes, and some of the e-bikes basically being recycled, and they're not allowed to use the battery. So if the battery is like 80% quality, then I will use them, and underneath the 80%, I will chuck them in the bin or bring them to a special recycling center.
Right.
But what I do is I check them out, I charge them, I let them lay for about a month, then check them again, and they will be looking something like this with glue on it and everything. And I don't like it when it's messy. So what I do is take off the sleeves, put a couple of new protection rings top and bottom,
Mhm.
and put a new sleeve on them.
The
Nice.
person in the back room, just a minute, and I'll bring you in.
That's what I've been doing, and also I made these out of them.
Nice.
Power
Okay.
banks.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you. What were you doing them for? What are those specifically for? Those.
These one I use for my phone. For
No, the green one.
oh, the green ones. Those are gonna be for my solar panel, and one of them is going to be in my moped. I'm gonna try to put him in the moped because I don't know if it's gonna charge.
Got a special guest in the back room coming in, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and the only, the real Sam Prentice.
Oh my god! It's
Wow.
Sam!
Wow.
Do you have
What is
more
going
lighting now?
What is going on? And Jason's here, and it's weird because I was literally just having a conversation about you earlier. So
Oh my god.
not less than 30 minutes ago. So that's really quite.
Welcome to the Jerry Twilight Zone.
Yeah. Do you want an exclusive on this almost Christmas Eve?
That is
Sure.
nice. That little choo-choo train there is really cute.
Yeah, but do you want an exclusive though? Here we go. Bosh. Should I be showing this? Should I be
I
showing
don't
this
know.
printing?
You shouldn't. I don't think so.
You just accidentally
I?
hit the wrong camera button. No biggie.
What's that? Sorry.
You accidentally hit the wrong camera button. So
Oh, what a
mistakes happen.
shame. What a shame. Yeah, so that's going on in the background, which is fun. So we're getting ready for that to to start being thought about. So yeah, it's basically the K1 bed slinger.
Where did your little house come from in your train? Was that off of Maker World?
Yeah, sure. So this is from a Patreon that I joined a little while back called PA1 Maker. You can buy the files on Colts and Printables and various other places, but this pretty much, I would say, is maybe one of the best things I've printed this year. I think this is absolutely adorable, and I stuck it together with 3D Gloop. I did an extra carriage on it today because I wanted to put some like sweets and stuff in here for Christmas and whatnot. You can put lights in these. You can do all that kind of crazy stuff. So, yeah, PA1 Maker is where it's at, and there's a load of printers on at the minute making stuff for another project that they've just released as well. So, yeah, it's really cool, really, really cool. The only shame about it is that the wheels don't turn because it's kind of like a static model. But other than that, yeah, it's spot on, and I've really enjoyed messing around, printing it, making it, and all the rest of that stuff. So yeah,
very, very cool.
And you're making. I saw you were starting a Rex. Sam,
I am starting a Rex. Yes, you have been online, haven't you? I thought you were.
Yeah. Well, now that I've been home a few days, and I'll be home till the middle of January, so I'm catching up, and I saw you with some giant. That was nice that you can print it all in resin, the whole headpiece.
It's so nice, and not just that. That particular printer and that company also do a resin compound, which is collocated with Loctite. And basically, it's a high impact resin. We saw it in Shenzhen when I was out there, and they 3D printed a hammer, and you could actually hammer nails into wood and stuff. And it was bonkers that you had that kind of impact, protection. So I was like, hey, you know what? We need to build a death racer out of this. We need to do this. We need to do that. And they were like, sure, this sounds great. And the weird and really funny thing about it was that I was doing an unboxing to camera, and I pulled the printer out of the box, and I was like, oh, it's the wrong printer. Literally, it is completely the wrong printer, not the right size, nothing. And I was like, damn. So I packed it all back into the box, and I messaged them, and the person that I spoke to kind of didn't get what we were doing together. And they were like, yeah, well, we can give you a discount on one and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, well, hang on a minute. I'll just ship the thing back. I don't care. That's not important to me. If we can't do the project, that's what it's about. It's about the project. So anyway, they got back to me eventually, and it was all good. So then they shipped me the second printer and told me to keep the first one. So I've now got two pretty damn good, more than good resin printers. One of them's got a camera built into it. So I'm looking forward to maybe getting involved with a little bit more of that. Anycubic sent me their Wash and Cure Max thing, which is kind of like a dishwasher for resin printing, and it cures everything inside of that. And then it throws a load of water out, and it replenishes your there's a filtration system inside of it, and somehow via whatever means it does, the resin is washed and replaced. So sorry, the IPA stuff is washed and replaced, and it exits with a load of water. So you get a load of water compound waste that's got crap in it, I'm guessing. I don't know how good that is on the pollution side, but the IPA lasts for ages. So yeah,
Spring was going to send that to me, and I hollow most of my prints. There's no way. I have an older version. It's a great big thing full of IPA, and I can douse and rinse out the inside of the parts. That new big wash machine they have doesn't have a way to rinse out the inside of parts. And from what I was told, when you take the clean IPA and it doesn't have a filter to run it back in, and it takes the old IPA that you just washed in, dumps it back in with the new IPA, and just made a mess out of it. And I've seen a video talking about a lot of different things, and I'm like, you know what? I can't review this and recommend it to people because I don't think I'm going to like it. So I told her, don't send it. I was like, I can't review it. Don't send it. I said, but if you want to send me this other printer instead, then I can use that on my alien project and do a bunch of videos on it. And I said it's the same amount of money at the time, which that never happened, so whatever. But I didn't want to review it. I'm happy with their older unit. And because I can't wash out the inside of my parts, and then I heard that there's not a pause station. What if you have supports on your parts and you wash them, it wants to immediately cure them, or can you pause it, take them out, take off the supports, put it back in and continue? Does it do it in one cycle and you can't pause it in between?
No, you can't lock it. It basically, it's like a washing machine. It locks. When you put the cycle on, it locks the whole thing down. So And I don't think you can just cure on its own. It doesn't just do a curing process. So if you're
Yeah,
washing it elsewhere, then putting it in, then it doesn't work. I think it works in a particular way that maybe isn't standard to the way that the majority of people maybe use resin wash and cure systems. So,
and for that reason, I couldn't recommend it. I didn't want to review it just to have a product and make a video. So,
well, you know what? It washes a massive droid helmet, so to speak.
Yeah.
So, for me in that certain circumstance, that worked really well.
Yes.
And the one that you saw there, Jason, that was just the prototype. That's not even the Onyx stuff. So the next one is Onyx. That's $120, I think, per liter. So it's expensive, but if we get it right, then potentially you could take the dome off and kick it down the road if you wanted to. And we'll see how.
Almost everything I print, statues and figurines, are hollowed, and for that reason, I got to rinse them really well first. So
yeah.
How's the weight on it though? I mean, is it going to be? I mean, the neck is a rod, so I mean it'll hold it up. But I mean, in terms of using it on other things,
overall, I think the neck, the weight of it's not too bad because they're sticking speakers inside of the ears and stuff, aren't they? There's a whole bunch of work that they're doing on that. Dave was at Earth. And we got talking. He's going to do some stuff with the Death Racers with me next year, and also he's the guy that built Gil, and then he shipped me a load of boards to Tripod's house while I was still out there, and I got those all in good time and stuff. So I'm good to go. Cool. There's bits that have been printing for. I've been working on it for a few months. It's not a new build, but in regards to the resin head, I wanted to because Dave was saying that it'd fallen over, people had knocked it, it cracked, that kind of stuff. So I really want to go. And show some stuff that's actually really relevant to the building process rather than doing it in FDM. Actually, you still can do it in resin, and it looks fantastic when it's printed. And then obviously the painting process is much easier as well. So
nice.
Good stuff.
Yeah, my a friend of mine that I work with, he started a Rex, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, and I've been helping him a little bit with it. We're about on and off as either one of us has time and stuff like it takes a while if you're not just doing it, but he's about, he's got the base rings. I think it was in three layers or whatever for the base rings, and then he's just a little bit above that. So he's still sourcing a lot of things like the rubber gasket material, that mat, trying to find that, and some other things, but that's coming along.
Yeah, I'm quite fortunate with some of the connections that I've got that I can kind of source a lot of bits and pieces quite quickly with that. But as I say, it's an awesome build, and I got to have a mess around with it when I was at Earth, and I had the headset on, and he was doing the controls, and I was doing the talking, which led to some inappropriate behaviour, of course. But we wouldn't have it any other way.
Not
Zombie
Disney
Hedgehog
approved.
Zombie Hedgehog was the brunt of some of the jokes that I came out with. So it's all good though. It's all good fun. So yeah, that's that.
Cool.
Yeah, you've been streaming a lot lately. On other than your videos coming out, you've been doing a lot of live streams lately.
Well, I've had to because unfortunately, I'm now behind so badly, and again, there's probably like 12 things I've got to get done really before the end of the year. So
you don't have time for videos, bang them out in live streams.
Yeah, and I think although like the P1P to P1S situation took a little bit longer than I anticipated yesterday, we got it done. That's printing really well. That's it's looking sweet, and that's a well worth upgrade. That is just phenomenal, and it's very quiet now. So yeah, well worth that upgrade. Yeah, Mark IV Prusa here. I've got the Ender 3 V3 KE. I've got the Ender V3, which is in the background here, and the Elegoo. There's the SK1. There's CNC mills and stuff that I've been sent, and yeah, I've just got to get stuff out and stuff processed. So the easiest and most realistic way for me to try and catch up with things, because we've got a new video editor that's going to be starting in January. In fact, I've got 2, and that will then mean that my process flow, the way I do things at the minute, is I will record a load of stuff, maybe some B footage, pieces to camera at the other unit, and then I come here and then I do all the editing and voiceovers from here. And somehow I'm going to have to do it all in one shot and then do all the B footage and just send him everything. And then they're going to do their magic and edit things down for me. So that will be the transition. But again, that's like a £12,000 investment for next year, that which is, nothing to be sniffed at.
It's a shame your son's not a lot older and he can do dad's editing for him. You can, pay him a little on the side.
You know what? I would absolutely love that. But, again, I think it takes a certain kind of person to want to sit there and watch somebody talking about something that potentially they might not be interested in. That's why I think it would work really well with Caleb. Because obviously he's into 3D printing and he understands what I'm talking about. Whereas, getting somebody new in is a bit of a calculated risk. But
one quick second. Ladies and gentlemen, we got John from Tripod's Garage. John.
No.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
John.
Go ahead, Sam. Go ahead.
Hi, John. Wow, it's John. Yeah.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Just living the dream.
Me too.
Living in the plastic society.
Yep, absolutely.
Life is but a dream, don't you know?
Your hurts? What?
No, I said life is but a dream. And the song, what's this called? I don't know the song right now, so it doesn't come to mind. But this is one of the lyrics in the That's one of the lyrics in the song.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think I look like Zach now, or?
The song is being used in the cartoon of Cars.
You look more like the new Harry Potter trailer that had.
Did anybody anyone that's been involved with PCB Way? Did you get the PCB Way car crash neck brace?
Yeah,
because I did. I did, and where there's blame, there's a claim. I thought this was quite an interesting. I think John's got one. Look.
Oh my god!
If you've been in an accident and it wasn't your fault, ladies and gentlemen, PCB Way are there for you for neck braces. So
it looks comfortable.
Is this like brace yourself?
It could be. It could be. Brace yourself.
Mark
So you
H.
can
in
wear
North
it during
Carolina,
a live
which
stream and
command
then
isn't working
fall asleep and no one will
I'm
notice.
looking at him now.
Oh dear. Yeah, that cup that they sent is amazing. And my wife was like, well, how come PCB Way haven't sent me one of these? And I was just like, you're not fond of them. So give it back. Yeah.
I have the
ruler.
Oh yeah.
The straight edge ruler one. John gave me that.
Yeah. Well, there was a little bit of a finder's fee on the table.
I had to pass out 20 of them before I was allowed one.
Ryan's here. Ryan, thank you so much for your card, dude. That was it arrived today, so thank you very much for that, dear boy. And also, my wife messaged and said, "Why does it say Cedric Prentice on it?" And I was just like, "That's definitely from Ryan." So I already knew that straight away that was going to be coming in from you. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So my A1 and the spool that's on it at the minute is a tight spool, and it keeps bloody stopping because the spool's wound too tight.
Does it get caught wedged in the side, and then that's where it gets
No.
stuck?
It's the physical spool is wound so tightly that it thinks that it's got a pulling error.
Oh,
it's really frustrating.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my link here on Stream Element. Ziltech, my affiliate link. I have, it says Ziltech affiliate link, blah, blah, blah. Here's the link. And then 2 lines down, I got the HTTP. So it's nowhere near it. I don't know why it's not clickable. It's not running together with anything else. And I got 2 lines spacing it. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it. You check my one for Halcyon laser. How you been,
Hey.
John?
I got a chair for Jason if he's going to Rocky Mountain.
When is it?
April.
Ooh, that might be tough. I'm retiring in May, so
I was gonna say you're definitely graying more than
yeah.
the last 6 months since the last.
One or two of Sam's streams will do that to you.
Usually it's just the beginning of it.
Retiring in May. What are you going to do?
Intro.
What are you going to do once you're retired, Jason? What are your plans?
None. It's nice to have none for a while. I'm gonna get bored, and I know. So I'm gonna have, I don't know, find something to do. Finally paint things that I've never painted because they just got printed and.
Well, because we all know how much you love
sat
painting.
staring at me. I love painting. It's my
I mean,
life.
Yes.
It is. Yes. I live for it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't even hire Jerry to paint for me. I mean, that's how bad it was.
You're a good
Awkward
painter.
silence from Jerry there.
Or remember, I'm just the blind guy jumping up and down with the toothbrush or whatever.
No, he asked me one time privately, and I privately told him what I really thought. I won't do it publicly,
Yes.
but I'll privately.
Or
tell him.
that wasn't me.
His
That was Jacob.
wife's a good
whatever
painter.
he used to call me.
Yeah, we practically have everyone from
Oh, the good old days.
Yep. Me and my awesome was at the Hornet, building the droid.
I think you had more droid parts in the trash than you,
Oh my
you
god,
did together.
artillery Hornet, one of the biggest pieces of shit thingers out there.
Oh man. Hey Jerry, somebody says that the Ziltech link worked for them, so maybe it's
Okay.
working.
Yeah, I spaced it a couple lines. I don't know. I'm trying to fix my Halcyon link. I'm gonna go to my Facebook group and recopy it over.
What's in the box,
It's in the box.
John? What's in the box?
in the box.
I think the A1.
It's an annoying box by Lightspeed.
Oh, yeah, and he's got that wine one too, I think, or something.
I was going to do that one, but
Yeah.
running out of time. So
Yeah, I got messaged yesterday. Can you make a baby R2 for Christmas? I'm like, what?
Okay,
Well,
Halcyon should work now.
You've got
Like, I
like
have-
3 bamboos. You definitely can make a baby
Yeah.
R2.
Yeah, you can do it in, like,
I
30
said yes. Well, so I mean,
I could do it in like half a day, Jason. I'm sure you can.
no,
do
I
it.
know. The legs are
Stop crying.
done, and
Stop crying
and all
about things
the
and just get on with it.
and all the. I hate you, Sam.
now he's going to complain when he's retired that someone's asking.
Now he hates me. Now he hates me.
It's a love-hate relationship
Yes.
between those two.
Keep
Hey, and by
pushing.
hate you, I mean I love you. Sure. I love you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Merry, happy Christmas. That's how you do it over there. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
What do you do for New Year's? Is it Merry New Year's,
No.
or is it just
Happy New Year.
just happy? Oh, so just everything's happy.
Mm.
Everything is very happy.
No one's so just here in the U.S. we're all merry and gay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people
No,
say happy
we're not-
holidays. They want to thank you.
I better not go there.
Phoenix called. Vincent is working on a battery pack, some battery cells. That's what he's working on.
Because that's like Jason. That's a John Mack call when you start talking like that. John Mack will just pop into the stream. What is this?
Yeah.
That looks really good. What are you just soldering it, or do you have the
Mobile spot
little welder
welder.
thing?
Yeah, I got a
Okay.
mobile spot welder, but I also got a bigger one with a feed pedal for bigger projects. Because this is easy for like small jobs, but if you're gonna do big battery packs, this is not the one to search for. But this is also a mobile one and it works fine. Only these tips will get hot after like 20, 30
Oh, look at that.
spots.
Okay.
He's building
Okay.
a Tesla.
And is that a battery inside, or is it just?
Yep. Yeah, this.
Oh wow! So it's
gonna.
completely portable. No, I mean
Well-
the welder, or is it?
Oh
plugged
yeah,
in?
it's portable. Yeah, it's completely portable. There's a battery in it. It's basically a power bank.
That's cool.
I bought it from Amazon for $100.
Nice.
I had a bigger one. The problem was we got 16 amp breakers, and that thing needs 25. So every time
Oh.
I press the pedal, my fuses are blown. So that's why I messaged Amazon. I said, yeah, you know, on the description it said 16 amps. And can I get my money back? I will ship it back. No, you keep the device. We'll give you your money back. So I got my money back. So basically, got this one for free.
Nice.
Yeah. So and it works fine for the small jobs. So yeah, this one is gonna go in my moped if my moped can charge it. And the other one, I'm gonna make a couple of them. Is gonna be in a 50 caliber ammo can for like a project for my mobile ham radio. Because I'm working on making a small trailer behind my moped with a solar panel on it, so it's completely mobile.
Cool.
And yeah, I'm basically recycling the batteries. This is how I get them.
From the e-bikes, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, and also I've still been 3D printing and tinkering around with the settings. Got this one already done in PETG because the other ones were all. Hold on, I'll show you.
Oh, is
So
that
it's
one of those planters?
Yeah, I had one.
Ah.
I had one
Megamon.
laying around from all the little bits I had left. So this is all PETG. It's not the greatest print job, I think, but this is in the slicer. And two printers had the same thing going on. I don't know what it is.
Well, when the plants start growing, the leaves will hide it.
Yeah, exactly. But I wanted the same color for one tower. So, and also for the other one with 5 plants, you get the shorter ones. Otherwise, it will not fit in here.
Okay.
So I'm basically been 3D printing, and I had 2 small customers for the holidays.
Nice.
I'm trying to finish all the little jobs. So that's what I've basically been doing, tinkering around.
Nice.
And also, I buy these cases from AliExpress and put them full with the 18650 batteries.
And that wireless charges, yeah? Is
Yep,
that what that-
wireless charging.
Nice.
And also, this one, let me take a look. Not this one, the other big one.
We currently have 33 people watching, 21 on YouTube and 12 on Twitch.
This one automatically can handle 12 volts if you need to.
Wow.
See? Usually, if you buy these with the original batteries with the batteries in them, man, you pay a lot of money here. And
Well, don't
basically,
burn your
I've got
house
just
down.
bought the case.
Don't burn your house down when you're charging them. There's too many of those e-bikes that are getting on burning up houses and apartments.
Yeah, I know.
Hello, Kate. How you doing today?
These are being charged outside. I've got a special box outside with flame retardant stuff in there because you have to be careful. Especially the first time that you charge them. I had a couple of batteries basically were thermal runaways. And those were so hot I couldn't even grab them.
Evil Ash, Merry Christmas.
So yeah, and I've got the BMS.
You got PMS?
Yeah. Yeah,
what
so
I
the
heard.
BMS, it says that you can take 40 amps out of these things, but these are the cheap ones. Don't do that. It's 10 amps max, I think. But it's just for small projects. So it's not going to draw like 30 amps or something out of a battery like this.
But better to have one than not. So,
Exactly, yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We had a couple of power outages, so what I did was bought a couple of those USB flashlights, and that's what I use them for in the house.
A USB flashlight?
Yeah, look.
Okay.
Nice.
Basically, you can stack them on each other, and that's why I started building the power banks. Let me check.
Whoa.
And you
Nice.
just put them like this, and it's run for a small one like this will run for like 6 days straight.
6.
Yeah, 6 days. So I got smaller ones. So these will fit basically in your wallet.
Somebody heard what I said. Okay. That's fine. Jerry being Jerry is all that was.
Yeah, so John, I guess keep the chair in the garage till Murph.
What?
Yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
But
we always
it gives you time to get one. I want one with a footrest, so I put my request in.
Those things are not the best. Trust me. If you lean up just a little bit, you just collapse forward. It's actually
I think that's a balance thing. So when you put both legs up,
it's
for
bipeds.
I don't know.
It's for bipeds. Those
could be.
I'm really tired of the.
You should sue them.
Feeling equal around here.
You should sue them. Yes.
I am. It needs to be one leg friendly.
It should be,
Mhm.
and then it should just be half the price.
I feel so. This feels so underrepresented.
Check.
Well,
we have people here now. I guess I'm.
Ladies and gentlemen, Phoenix Call is dropping in. Hey, buddy, how you been?
Oh.
Can't hear you.
Mike, can't hear you.
I'll do a voiceover if you want.
I think Sam will be perfect for it.
I don't know him, so.
Before you come in the studio, you can check your video and mic and say something. It should have a little graph that goes up and down. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna run, guys, but it was nice.
What
to see
have you got
everyone.
to do, Jason? Where are you going? Why have you got to go?
Some people came over, so I have to be polite.
Since
what
when?
sort of people?
At least I'm being told.
Since
Well,
when?
kick him out. Kick those people out.
Thank you, Jason. I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas, a great New Year. Congrats on retiring this next year, and I look forward to maybe chatting with you once in a while. You're always welcome to pop in.
Yeah, thanks. You too. Happy Christmas. Merry Christmas.
See you, Jason.
Happy
Jason.
New Year, everyone.
Yeah.
Love you, Jason. Love you.
There'll be a
Love
chair
you.
waiting for you, sir.
Love you, Jason.
I'll see you guys around. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Jason. Love you,
Bye-bye.
Jason. Love you, Jason.
Bye.
Love you, Jason.
Too, Sam.
See,
I love
said it.
I
Hi,
love you,
Jason.
Sam.
We love
Under
you.
duress. Under duress.
Yeah. You know how Sam does that really like you better say it back. You better say it back.
Has to say it back, otherwise he goes to hell. That's the. Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sergio is popping in. Sergio, what's going on, buddy?
Hey guys.
You're
Hi.
burning
Sergio.
alive.
Hey.
Anybody tried the updated software now for the Bamboo?
No, not yet.
Oh my
Mine's
God.
running right now.
Difference is like night and day.
I kicked off a print before I ran it, so I didn't really care. I mean, to me in the garage, it's fine. I don't.
I
He
seen
likes
the
the noise and
notification
heat
yesterday,
it
but I didn't
expels.
download it yet.
It quiets down those motors. Let me tell you, takes about 20 minutes to run the whole process. but
Yeah, I ran the firmware update before this last print, but I didn't do the calibration for it.
Yeah, it's I'm printing right now, man. I used to hear that. Gone.
I'm so used to it, I just kind of ignore it. If I only got the one printer going, I can be in the living room and I can barely hear it and I can tell if it's running or had a problem. I've been having a trouble the last day or two. It keeps saying the front cover popped off. No, it hasn't. So I kept messing with it. Finally, I got it on well enough. It didn't give me the error no more.
Sergio, is it normal?
Yeah.
Is it normal to for it to pop up that it needs your screws cleaned? You know, the
Yeah.
two drive.
Yep.
Because
It
I
pops
just
up
did
every.
the update when we started, and so far it's told me twice to check my screws.
Well, it's a timer thing. So
Yeah.
it's nothing. It's no sensors for it. It's just time.
It's like change your oil on your car or truck.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I keep them pretty clean and then lube them.
well, that's a little bit different for vehicles now compared to before. There's lots of sensors in there that calculate like temperature outside and stuff. But yeah, before it was dumb sensors or just odometer sensors telling you to change your oil. Now there's some things. I mean, there's nothing in the engine saying the oil is bad or needs to be changed. It's usually just conditions. So.
Yep. I did have a problem with the laser. I thought it was the machine. Thought it was the board. Sent the message to tech support, and it
Jason
was all
just
light
left.
burn. The problem
What was it
all
doing?
in light burn.
What was it doing?
Not only did he fix it, the problem, he optimized it, also optimized my computer to work with everything, and gave me his 30-watt cut library and a bunch of fonts and stuff.
Nice.
Pretty cool. He was in Greece, so it was 4:00 in the morning for him when he was working on my computer, on my Lightburn.
Ladies and gentlemen, DB3D Dan is popping in. Dan, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Take your
Been
money.
here in a while.
Now it's time for us to leave.
Hey guys, what's up?
I don't have anything in the garage for you to take now.
Merry Christmas, Dan. You and your family.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Phoenix call is dropping back in. Phoenix, is your mic working?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. Merry
Man,
Christmas.
All right.
Sam, you're doing a great job on this voice.
Hey,
Totally different.
Yeah.
And
Had to
people that
reload.
wondered what it looks like with 10 people on screen, this is what it looks like. It doesn't happen often, but it does happen occasionally.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I could just hit Dan on the head.
You can kick me out if you need to. Oh wait, hold on. Tripod. Here you go.
No,
There you go, buddy.
I'm good. Hey guys,
That way, that doesn't look good.
how you guys been?
Real good. How you been, buddy?
I'm okay. I'm good. Just modified my Ender 3 V2.
What'd you do to it?
I got the extender kit for it, so it's now from 220 to 400.
Cool.
Ender extender.
Yeah.
Ender, I forget the man's name, but I interviewed him a long, long time ago when he first started. I took my Ender 3 and I took the Z up 400 on it, which I didn't need it that tall. It gets too wobbly when it gets that tall, or 4. I think maybe it's 500. I took it really tall.
Oh no, it comes with new brace brackets.
Okay.
So you just pull the sled tray off the base, replace the sled tray, and then put the new driver core or PCB in,
Oh my god.
and it works fine. I haven't had a problem with it yet.
I hear crickets.
You're cricket. Cricket.
Yeah, nobody's talking, so crickets.
Yeah.
So, what about this announcement with the Panda for Bamboo from, I guess,
Like 2 months ago.
what?
That was about 2 months ago.
That was 2 months ago.
So Jerry, how far have you
Got
gotten
like
on
an
your
email
alien?
yesterday.
I only got a few more parts to print. I have a big giant Lowe's box behind me full of parts. I've got to strip off all the supports, which will probably take me a couple days to do that because I didn't strip them as they got done. And I'll be hopefully get the video out by New Year's. I hope. I've got a few more really large parts to print. So I'm
That's
getting
cool.
close.
So is it a standard xenomorph, or are you gonna make the queen?
No, I'm not going to do the queen. The queen's too big. It's from Wicked 3D, the files. So here's the face for it right here. Let me make myself bigger. I'll show you the face.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice.
So how big is it? Like 4 or 5 feet?
It's going to be 7 foot, maybe slightly bigger. I've already got the waist done behind me. Come on, see if I can move out of the way. There's Paul the alien. It's hard to see the legs here. A little taller than Paul's head where it joins together.
A lot of work.
And here's a resin printed version of it right here. That's what I'm printing right there. I got the upper body almost done. The legs are already printed, done. The tail's done, printed on the table. I've done like 3 videos on this so far on my YouTube channel at 3DHP. And see those things sticking out of his back that are green?
Right.
Here's one of them that's printed.
Oh, wow.
There's a size difference.
So you've gone through what, 4 rolls already?
I've gone through almost 30 rolls of filament so far. I'm keeping all the spools. I don't know exactly how many. I haven't counted them up. In the next video, I'll mention how many spools I went through. I'll talk about all the sponsors and get him all glued together and figured how I'm going to attach it. I can't glue the upper body to the lower because then it might get stuck in the house. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll just have the arms. Maybe I'll just have the arms removed. Maybe I'll glue on the torso. I'll make the arms removable and the tail removable. That way, it can leave the house whatever it needs to.
Man, Jerry just makes it sound so easy to remove limbs and put them back on.
Yeah.
We need to talk about that, Jerry. If you find a method, I need to know.
Yeah, I really wish you could wear a fake leg. It really sucks that you can't, John. Or maybe someday.
Next to the parts that you don't want to be stabbed.
John, you have a lower amputee?
Yeah,
Or is it below or above the knee?
above the knee, way above the knee.
Do you have any support in there? Because if you do, I think you can modify the one I'm currently using.
I got maybe about 10 inches of residual limb left. So,
All right, so you just need a full body socket for the hip.
oh yeah, and the hip, it rests on the inside of the hip. Yeah, so that's where, and then you get a large waistband.
Hey, Carl Fenton.
Up. Yeah, it's not a fun thing. You an amputee as well?
Yeah, I'm below the knee though.
Yeah, below the knee it tends to get a lot more adaptation than above the knee. So usually people are walking,
especially when it comes to theme parks.
Oh yeah, yes, that's true too. So it's funny that you said that. I saw someone post a surfing roller coaster. I'm like, oh, this must be nice. 'Cause you got to stand up for that one.
Do they make any kind of a thing you can wear around your waist to help support the leg? Because I know where the area that you're talking about to help support it so it wouldn't put a strain and hurt things, where you had some kind of a belt or something.
Well, here's the question. How much on your residual do you have feeling?
Oh, it's all there. All there.
So if you put pressure on the end of the residual, you can feel it?
Oh yeah. It's probably the most sensitive part of the body.
Oh, so your nerve endings are still...
Oh, they're hyperactive. So it sucks.
Use 3D. Hello. How you been?
So when you see people walking around on their stumps and stuff, there's no way I could ever do it. So it's no.
No, I understand. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything that the doctor said, well, they go off of past experience. So it didn't work with me.
So they couldn't give you the I forgot what the gel is called. It's
I'm sure there's numbing ointment and stuff too, but
no, this is a gel, so it cushions the nerve endings at the end, so that you can put on a prosthetic.
yeah, I'm beyond using one.
So you have the same problem I do. Do you modify your bathroom as well?
No, nothing's modified. When Sam stays here, I just throw my crutches at him. So.
True, it's a true story.
Yeah. No, I have stairs and everything in the house, so that's what it is.
Damn.
You should see the pair when they go shopping.
Yeah, I always got to do go in and.
Yeah.
Sam says, "Are you getting on the Flippy Mobile?"
The Flippy Mobile?
I know when you went to Murph,
we call it the Flintmobile.
You went to Murph a few years ago, and there's water on the floor, and you slipped. Do you ever have that problem very often where you slip on something and go down?
Oh yeah, that was actually. Wife and I have been married for going on 26 years, and that was the first time she ever seen me wipe out like that.
Wow,
I remember that.
Instant.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zombie, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Zombie.
And the thing is that I worry about my crutches breaking more than any of my bones.
Really?
Yeah.
Pretty Impressive.
I hate going barefoot around the house at night because it seems like everything jumps out in front of my toes when I'm walking by it. Happens a lot.
So you're accident
Yeah.
prone?
So
No, but it's
had
just
my
like I
prosthetic
run my toes into things occasionally.
and had Atlantic Engineering build it.
I've pretty much given up on prosthetics. So
We got room for one more. If somebody wants to drop in, here's the link. And we'll do the Polymaker giveaway in 20 minutes, and you have to be present to win. So what's new with you, Dan? What have you been up to, buddy?
Just building a Rook. Working on the Rook 2020. I got a frame from Fabrico. Hector sent it to me shortly after Murph, and it's just been sitting while I finally got I was able to get the funds together to get the actual kit, because they sell a Rook parts kit. It doesn't exactly work for the 2020, but there's enough there, a good base to start with to build it out, and then with the parts I have, I'm taking pieces that I have and putting them on there. But the kit itself comes with a lot of good stuff to kind of get you going. So that's what I've been working on, and I figured I haven't hung out with you guys in a while. I saw you were live. I figured I better get in here. So here I am. But yeah, I mean, other than that, just work all the time and try to stream when I can.
Somebody's got a comment here. I think it's regarding what you're working on.
Stock Rook parts are compatible with the 2020. Yes, they are, but there are some things that are missing from the stock kit. For instance, it doesn't come with T-nuts, or at least my kit didn't. I had 3 different kits, or I had 3 different ones that said that they were like basically bags of fixed parts for things that were missing. Mine didn't come with fans, so I have to source some fans. Not a big deal, but I did get the hot end. It came with the mini E3V3. It came with the Voron bed. The only thing I had to buy separate was I got the Honey Badger little build plate. So I paid the extra $20 and got the build plate. It comes with the power supply, all the motors. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of hardware. I have a lot of extra hardware. There's like, if you see my desk, there's bags full of hardware, and I'm hardly even touching the parts. But I did need to get my, like I said, I did need some 2020 screws or hammer nuts or T-nuts to mount everything to the actual 2020 frame. So
I've been experimenting with a few things on my fiber laser. This is with my 110 millimeter lens. I got some colors there.
Oh, it's nice.
Then I put on the 200. This on a piece of steel. Then a couple cleaning passes.
Looks good, Jerry.
As I said, came with lenses. So
yeah, that, John?
Those are nice. That's a standard, not a MOPA, right?
Yeah, it's a MOPA.
Oh, it is a MOPA. Okay.
Yeah. How TN 60-watt MOPA fiber laser. And then steel was sent to me by Patrick from Ice Source Engraving, and Jeremy with HTL Holsters had sent this to him, a bunch of samples. So Patrick sent me a couple. When on the first, when I get paid, I'm going to buy some more sample material. That way I can have samples for everything I might be working with. So if I want to use any particular thing, I have a sample, to base my colors on or settings.
Yeah, well, you'll also notice, just like with regular lasers with just woods and stuff, that it will give you a close benchmark, but not all metals are the same.
Yeah. The biggest hurdle I have is you can't find a repository of settings that work exactly with this laser and this lens. So it's like a lot of it's up in there, and you got to experiment.
Oh, it's with every fiber laser. So
yeah,
you could get something from a library from someone, but chances are you're gonna have to tweak it for yours.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I have to cut it quick. I gotta do my physical therapy work.
Well, thank you. You have a very Merry Christmas. You're always welcome. Don't be a stranger.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. All right. Merry Christmas to you guys.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take it easy.
Take care. Bye.
Don't be any stranger than the rest of us.
What do you got planned for Christmas, John? You guys do anything special? Does family get together at your house?
Well, I'm gonna install those remote blinds in the garage. So one thing I'm gonna do, and then maybe, it's. Here, let me get the computer over here. So hold on. Yeah, so it's a mess over there. So I have the remote blinds I need to install right there, and then take care of that, and then clean up this hell of a garage. It's like every time after I do a review, it gets totally trashed. So probably gonna do that, and then tomorrow heading over to the aunt's house for Christmas Eve, and then in-laws for tomorrow. Yeah, it's just
Everybody comes over here on Monday.
Yeah.
Christmas morning.
Yeah, I'm going to my son's tomorrow night, and then for Christmas dinner, my sister's going to make some food. I'll go over there and hang out with my sister and her husband. Me and the wife will.
Maybe
we
3D
do a
print
Christmas
each.
Day breakfast every year. Everybody comes.
I think when I get the money, my next printer will be a P1S when I can afford to buy one.
I would definitely vouch for that.
My X1 Carbon is great, but I don't think I need another one. I think the P1S will be perfect.
I know someone here that is affiliate.
I'm waiting for the 400 if it ever comes out.
400. Who told you about that one? Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that would actually I would actually get rid of my Under 5 Plus for that. To have that spot.
I would
Yeah, the
doubt.
Bamboo, out of
I would
all the
doubt
printers on the
that
entire
anything like
planet, Bamboo is 99% perfect no matter what nobody says. They sent me nothing free. I bought it. I totally support them 1,000% because it's 99% perfect. There's minor little things here and there you have to do, but that's with any printer. But it's
I have to
almost
agree with you.
the slicer is a perfect slicer. Whether you use Bamboo Studio or Orca, it is an awesome slicer. I love everything about Bamboo. And I'm not paid to say that. They've never given me nothing for free, and I love it. I wish they would,
yet,
but they
Jerry.
haven't. But yeah,
Not yet, Jerry.
I hope. But
One day, man.
Time
They're
will tell.
always looking, you know.
So
Yeah,
my
it's,
bad. Time will tell. The P1S is great. Carl says, "Wow, Kate, thank you very much. The super sticker for $50. Awesome. Thank you. Awesome. I love you for that. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
Nicely
Super
done,
chat.
Kate.
You're my first donation of the day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Somebody has YouTube running in the background. I can hear it.
Hmm.
Yeah, I may stream sometime this week
Not me.
after I get this pit of a garage cleaned up. It's
Do
loud.
that print, Jerry.
Oh, look at the llamas in the house.
Oh heck.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
I
my.
printed.
So,
Looks like
It's
the one I
on
printed.
Rich's website. He designed
Okay.
it, I guess.
Yeah, I printed one like that off I forget where I got it, but I done a video on it, and I put the name of the machine on the front of it, and I printed it on the Bamboo. Very nice.
Llama.
Yeah, I mean, with the Bamboo, I didn't fire it up for 6 months. I cleaned off the bed and hit print, and it worked. I mean, I have no problems with it. I purchased mine, so I mean, it's honestly the most reliable of the fleet of printers I have. So
Have you heard of the Creality K1?
I don't know if the door is compatible with me. That's pretty funny what you posted
Well-
about the K1C.
Well, I think
Yes.
Sam, you have the K1, right? You have the minis and the Max, the regular.
Yeah,
one?
I've got 4.
Okay.
It poops unicorns.
It does print unicorn.
Since
unicorn
you're reviewing for both companies, I won't say which one you prefer, but in my opinion, you're going to say Bamboo, but you don't have to answer that.
Oh no, I can tell you that. That's not a problem at all. The funny thing is you know, you still need to have the moral high ground, and I I caught what you were saying a minute ago. You know, you're not paid to say this. You're not. No, you know, none of my stuff is. I'm paid to say anything that wants to be anything other than my own view. So
I know that, but people assume that. That's why I say it. People assume.
There's two types of videos out there. There is a endorsed video when you are just like first look is a good way to do a title on something like that where it's a paid promotion and you're just showing the product. That's all you're doing. Then there's the review. There's two different categories.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's pretty simple.
So for 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, definitely Bamboo all day. The process flow just works really well. And Creality aren't quite there. That you can send stuff remotely, you can do all the same. But if I'm doing something relatively large, then I will use the K1 Maxes. So, you know, that 300 build volume is certainly substantial when you can't quite fit something on a Bamboo. That's the way I look at it. Plus, you've got the 4-color AMS, which unless you've got the Chameleon installed, that you can't do that at the moment. I think it's Q2 they're going to be looking at having some kind of color switching device that's going to be added to the machines. And at that point, and a lot of people are surmising at the moment because there's no one's come out from Creality and said, hey, it's not going to work on this machine or it's not going to work on that machine. The point is that it should be something that can fit onto pretty much anything that runs G-code. So, again, but you might find that, maybe Bamboo will release something little, just do multicolor changing for Voron, for example. They might do that. They might put that out into the marketplace. So, we'll have to wait and see. But, I've got no qualms about, I do a lot of work with Creality, as you know. But the Bamboo Lab printers ultimately are of a better quality in most instances. But you could also say the same for Prusa. The Prusa printers are, again, on a quality side, absolutely fabulous, and they run until but they don't have the speed. So it's one of one and half a dozen of something else ultimately. So the ecosystem for Bamboo works much better for me and fits in well for me in an environment where I just want to print. If I just want to go do something like, I'm going to tinker with this and see how that works, then I'll go with a Voron or a Rant Rig. But again, that all the way I see it now, it's like companies like Soval. Anyone that's messing around with older style slow i3s, Mingda are another good example, and I've got a lot of time for Mingda. I'll always work with Mingda because they were one of the first companies to support me. So just because I don't like something doesn't mean that that's the only opinion that's available. It is what it is, and I think you just got to have a broad reach of pointing out some of the good points and some of the bad points and anything that you have. Bamboo is closed source. If something goes wrong, it's proprietary. There's a ton of arguments that you could have there, but for me, as a working on stuff, working on this train, for example, that was all printed on the Bamboo. Easy, super easy. The plates are all set up, and that for me, the software on that of having multiple plates and being able to hit the button and just go next and print the next thing with different colors, that was monumental in my process. Not stuff to SD cards and whack it in the machine and do all that kind of stuff. It's so simple now. Regardless of the Chinese government watching you and whatever paranoia anybody else wants to have, and that's fine. The only thing I will say though, and I'm sure it's the same with Bamboo than it is with Creality, if you did watch Tim's live stream the other day when he went through the terms and conditions on the K1 settings, there are some alarming amount of worrying agreements that you're agreeing to there about sharing of information, selling of information, and that doesn't sit well with me at all.
No, Sam, I was watching that and I agree. Like the comments in there about being able to track your browsing history and what does that have to do with 3D printing? Why does the 3D printer need to track your browsing history?
It's to offset the costs. They sell it, right? They that's how they are able to subsidize basically the printer, is to sell that. That's the way that works.
The thing is, we're surmising because we're not in front of that person asking them the question, but I can definitely tell you now, when I go out there next time, if I go out there next time, which is very probable, but next year when I head back out there, that's one of the questions I'm going to want answering, and I'll take a copy of the printout of what this all means and why they need that information, because I think that needs to be dragged out of them kicking and screaming. It's just the way it is. just the way it is. But that was poor, and poorly written, and very easy to understand. If someone's going to be selling your data, that's a real problem. And if you don't care about it, well, that's fine if you don't care about it. But there are going to be people out there that are going to care about it, and they're going to be worried about how their data is going to be used. But let's be fair. At the same time, the argument could be that Google and Facebook have been tracking your movements and everything that you're doing for years. Apple also do the same thing. They know where you've been. They know where you're going. They know, I'll get in my car and it go, you're going to work. And I'm going, yes, I am, or you're going to the gym, or you're doing this, or you're doing that. It knows where I'm going.
YouTube, I get constant commercials from Bamboo. I don't know. Everybody gets probably different things, but I constantly get commercials in YouTube from Bamboo.
It's your search.
I think they're advertising more now.
But I see the only people that complain about open source and is the people that are like on Twitter and all some of these Facebook groups that have been around for it. But the average customer that's coming in, like, sees a 3D printer at Micro Center or something, they don't know about it. They don't know that it was open source. What does it care to them? My car isn't open source. It's all proprietary. I only could have to go through Ford and maybe, someone makes some aftermarket stuff. But it's, to me, fine. If you want open source, go open source route. If you want closed source, if you want appliance, go that route. I really don't give a crap. So
if you want something that just works 99% of the time perfect, get a Bamboo, period.
Here's the thing. It's appealing to a market, and is the market that they're trying to appeal to is going to be brand new users into that place. So having influencers and content creators saying, hey, you know what, this is really good and this is going to be great for a first-time user. It is a fact. It's good for a first-time user. If you've been doing this 7 years or 8 years or 10 years, some of you guys maybe have done this for, where you actually had to assemble the printer and build the gantry, and then it didn't work because either you made an error or the manufacturing process had an error. I say this a couple of times, I've said this a few times now, there will be a day where someone will go, what do you mean you had to put a piece of paper underneath the hot end to make 11? What do you mean you had to mess around with springs? What do you mean about, and that what do you mean you didn't have auto bed leveling and this kind of calibration? All of that stuff is, again, this is, and Bamboo, what Bamboo ultimately have done is they've brought the future here to us today. And I think anybody in any company, my stance on this is very, very open. Anyone that's bringing in 3D printing people who are new into this marketplace, I think that's a really positive thing, and I think that's going to be positive for change. So, I don't care who it is, whether it's Sovol or if it's Bamboo, if they're producing products that people are buying, all credit to them. So,
amen.
Yep. I've had plenty of printers to tinker with. I just want something that works. That's why I got into 3D printing originally.
When I got, the Enterprise Plus 4 years ago was my first printer. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know that, the first thing I on the Facebook group, you have to tinker with it. I literally lost my shit. So I'm like, that's not the way it was advertised. They build the printer on the live stream and they hit print. I didn't know you had to go through all that crap to get it to go.
And there's a lot of people that don't do work around their house. They don't work on their own vehicles. They don't understand 3D printers and the concept of working on certain things. So they need stuff that just works. Because some people aren't handy. They just don't know how to do things.
Mechanically inclined.
I don't really understand that. And, my family always has been. We've always done everything for ourselves. But there are a lot of people that just don't know. Or they don't have the proper tools to do whatever with.
Have you lifted the hood of a new car nowadays?
Well, yeah, with all the electronics, yeah. You get stuck with not being able to fix it yourself. It's a sensor that went bad, and it's going to be made out of plastic. There's those two things there. That's going to, whatever's wrong. So, yeah.
I'll be back in 1 second.
Okay. Thank you for the follow, Peekaboo. Appreciate that over on Twitch. Thank you very much.
Peekaboo, I see you.
Let's do a giveaway. Let's giveaway roll of Polymaker. You have to be present to win. We'll ship anywhere in the world that they ship to. And what will happen? You go to polymakerus.com or polymaker.com. You got to roll. Let me rephrase that. Once you win, if you're in chat, I will put my email in chat. You email me, that way I can reply to it with a link later that you'll fill out with Polymaker. And anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, hopefully, Polymaker will get back with you and send a code for a free roll of filament with free shipping. But sometimes it takes them longer than others, but basically I've heard it's taken a few weeks. But after the stream, I fill out a form stating who won with Polymaker, how many rolls I gave away, etc. I submit that, and then I send the other link to the winner. So let me share my screen.
Yeah, Carl, you're right. I do have the most famous CR6 SC on the planet. Still right there. What to do with it? I literally do not know what to do with the machine.
Talk about Polymaker. I hope Polymaker is coming out now, hopefully with some CMYK colors, I hope soon. So.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
We got 30 entries. You do the countdown from 5. It's all you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.5, 1 3/4.
Yeah, Thomas.
Here we go. Let's see who's going to win.
He had such a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Ah, damn.
Llama's right. He's
Brandon
like,
Terry. Brandon Terry, you are the winner. Are you in the chat,
There he
Brandon
is.
Terry?
yeah, I was on Loyal's stream last night, and guess who won a roll of Polymaker?
Not tripod.
No.
Matt German.
Yeah, amazing. I even took a screenshot of it.
It's
Ah, really? You have to send it to me.
Matt
Brandon
German.
Terry, here
always
he is, right here.
Oh.
Congrats, Brandon. I'm going to give you my email, Brandon.
You
Write
keeping
this
count,
down.
aren't you?
I'm like,
Keeping
really?
count.
Guy? Always.
Brandon Terry, please email me right away. You don't have to say anything. Just say, hey, it's such and such. I just won on YouTube, and I will send you a link later from Polymaker that you'll fill out. Once they get back with you, which will be 1 to 3 weeks, it usually takes them a while, they will send you a form that you fill out, and you can pick out what kind of filament. They'll give you a code for a free roll of filament with free shipping anywhere they ship in the world.
Polymaker banned me of ever winning of
Craving, Patrick.
if I win the Polymaker, I'm banned. Polymaker
So-
banned me for life.
Right here, here's my email.
I win too much.
If anybody would like to donate to the channel, you can do that through PayPal. You can do it through Super Chat. There's a lot of different ways. It would help me out for
You
Christmas.
should probably
and
start
New
doing the
Year.
lottery, Matt.
Yeah, I do play lottery. Well, my wife does.
Oh, you have to
So-
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Hey, I
thinking
never
about it
see.
too.
I used to give Henry Kim a hard time for winning a lot, but you win well more than he does.
So,
my secret?
this is how far I got, guys.
Maybe I'm a super hacker.
Be back. Customer calling.
They finally got the same color filament in, so I'm gonna finish it next week.
Are you press CRLT?
And I ordered the lights for these buildings.
It's looking great.
Yeah. But I'm gonna redo these because I ordered the spool, 3 kilo spool. I'm gonna do these in gray. So I was just testing. I've got to print this one, and then basically the stand for it. And then all the buildings need to be cleaned and glued on there. But I cannot do that yet until I get the lights. Because everything is still need to be mounted underneath here. Look. All the traces for the wires. So, and then I have to learn Arduino.
Looks really nice.
Was easy printing. It was not as difficult as that I thought it was. Like, oh, so many buildings and yeah, did everything in 3 days.
Oh, tonight at 6 o'clock Pacific, Laser Maker's Realm. All 3 guys: Patrick with Light Source Engraving, Rich, the LA Hobby Guy, and Steve Hobo with Wood is going to have Leo on that designed the Raleigh Lasermatic diode lasers, and they're going to be giving away, refunding 2 people that have bought from them in the last month. They're going to be refunded. They're going to randomly draw 2 people that have bought within like the last 30 days, I think it was. I don't
That's
remember the exact dates. They're going to be refunding their total purchase price. And that'll happen tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific over on YouTube. Laser Maker's Realm.
That is cool. Is that K1?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's Pet G. But it's a very slow setting. This Pet G from Isan, when I had it on 300 millimeters, was like, nope, that's gonna happen.
Nope.
So I had to turn it down.
And I think Matt's secret on winning is the length of his name. Whenever he enters a contest, it's a big, long name. I think that's why he's so lucky, in my opinion, because it's such a long name. For some reason, these programs pick up on it.
So I've got a question.
Lotto, Thunderball, and Euro Millions. I thought Thunderballs was his nickname.
How do you level the bed? I think the right side in the back is drooping a little bit.
On what? On this?
On the K1, yeah.
Well, if it's drooping a little bit, then you'd have to adjust the because it's not. There isn't motors on 3 points, is there? On that, it's just on the back, right?
Yeah, one on the back and two in the front lead screws. But you cannot turn them.
It's on the belt. There'll be a belt on it. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to loosen the belt off and then bring the back up to level.
Okay.
Level old school, level the gantry, I guess.
Yeah.
Or bring it right the way back to the bottom and see what you get down there. That would be my preference.
Yeah, I noticed it started doing it when it's doing the infill.
So what does it look like in? Have you routed it? Have you looked into Clipper or anything?
No. I just left it like it is and printed it and printed it and printed it. So didn't tinker with the machine.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I would check to see how level the bed is.
Yeah.
In Clipper or whatever or Creality OS. Weirdly, the end of 3v3 that I've got here, that's already pre-routed. So I don't know if that's going to be in the final release for the firmware, but I put in the IP address and stuff, and it routed straight into I can't remember what the name of the thing is now.
See,
It routed into whatever the software is. I can't remember what it's called now. Hang on.
See, this is what I'm doing. Look, this side, yeah.
That's really smooth.
Yeah, but it's like it's scraping over the filament when it's doing the infill. Sounds real weird.
Yeah.
But the rest of the print looks fine. There's no digging
like the
into the
novel.
filament or. Sorry, what?
It's like the nozzle's too close. From my bamboo, when I got a worn nozzle, it's like sandpaper. The first layers is like.
Oh yeah, that maybe can be. I've got a couple
Well,
of
that's what happened
nozzles.
to my bamboo. And Jason, tech support, said I could adjust that up a little bit. I just been taking off the nozzle and I throw it away, and I got to order a couple new ones.
Yeah, I've got a couple of other ones. I ordered them, so yeah, maybe that's it.
Bamboo's first layer, I shouldn't be able to hear it. If I can hear it clawing like your fingers on a table, then it's my nozzle's worn. That's what's causing that.
It's only doing it on the right side in the back sometimes, or when it's doing the infill on these prints.
Yeah, it's out of level. Montana Maker Super Chat $9.99. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend.
But so far, I had one issue that was that extruder gear, but that was my error, my fault. User error, basically. And I 3D printed that mount and took away the bowling tube. So it's completely without the bowling tube now.
Yeah, like Sam said, loosen up the belts, crank it up slightly in the back, retighten the belts.
Yeah.
If you had a motor and you could grab something like a coupler, you might be able to click it and get it to skip a tooth on the belt, but I wouldn't do that. They're probably pretty snug.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, but if you look at the prints itself, those are nice, man. No problems. It's not digging in nowhere. So look, see it?
That's pretty. Yeah, came out beautiful.
Yeah. So my thought is, if it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Yeah, tripod. Here a while back, I wanted some stainless steel, for working with my fiber laser. And I was telling another person offline when we were chatting that years ago, like when they blew up the dunes here in Las Vegas, I worked on that crew that blew up the building, and all the stuff in the kitchens, all the stainless steel tables, dishwasher station, everything got imploded. And it'd be cool if I had something like that, but I don't work construction anymore. The very next day, I went to mail a package, and they're doing demo over here in some little strip mall, and sitting out by the dumpster is part of a dishwasher station. It's really dirty. It's all stainless. And I almost threw it in my truck. And I was like, no, I don't want to mess with it. And then I was talking to a friend of mine online later that morning. He goes, yeah, you should have grabbed it. Use a peanut grinder and cut it up. I drove back over, and of course, the scrapper had already got it, and it was gone. And it was just odd. I'm talking about it the day before. The next morning, it's there at 9 o'clock waiting on me, and I didn't pick it up.
Yeah, anything now metal, I think about it before I get rid of it, because as soon as there's a crate and stuff that my brother has to pick up that's blocking my fiber laser area, because I have a lot of projects I want to do with it. So we'll see how that goes.
So I've got a question. Anybody knows how do you print with this? It's transparent, so how do you print it? It looks like this, basically.
Raising temperature?
It's PETG, so 250. And I want to print it like this, but do you have to be careful with the infill? Or I never did that before.
You've never printed with PETG?
No, the filament itself. It's like see-through.
Yeah, but raising the temperature. Maybe do a calibration cube or something else, and then make different temperature changes.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Try one. Yeah.
People don't read instructions. Come on now.
My video just blinked on me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta drop off. I got install some blinds here. You guys have fun.
Well, John. Have a very Merry Christmas, John. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Oh, no problem. I don't do anything.
Bye, John.
Love you, John.
Sam. Love you, Sam.
Cheers.
Take care.
A Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, my wife likes that stuff.
And
acquired
make sure you keep Dan in check there. And I'll be catching your stream there, Light Source. So.
Yep, 6 p.m. Pacific will be on. It'll be great.
Awesome. You guys have fun.
Take care, my
Ciao.
friend. Bye-bye.
Later, good sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, Sergio,
Yay.
super $50. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you.
Sergio, you are a scholar and a gentleman.
Appreciate it. Somebody's got YouTube running. I can hear it.
Me too.
Yeah, it's probably. Hold on, let me close the door.
Oh, your wife listens to it? Okay. Thank you.
Always.
Yeah, guys, I'm going off. Gotta do some other things. So everybody have great holidays.
Thank you for joining. Merry
You
Christmas.
too.
I hope you have a great time the next couple of days and a Happy New Year.
I'm home alone until New Year's Day. So yeah.
Well, enjoy that.
Oh yeah, there's no problem there. I can enjoy. I got a lot of stuff to do anyway. No, my son is going to be at his mom's place this year.
Well, take care and have a great day, my friend.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Sir.
Anybody else would like to drop in? Let me share out the link. We get up to 10 people at a time. If you've never been on camera, it's easy. You just sit there talking to your camera, and I don't know, it's not hard. You're welcome to come on, promote yourself, talk about what you're working on. If you're a maker, you're very welcome.
Exactly.
The first time I went live, I was really nervous. Actually, a couple times when I went live, I'm trying to get everything ready and doing this, doing that. And for some reason, I was actually really nervous. So I went on camera, but it's no big deal. You just like doing a video. You just talk to the camera, and you know, except for live, you mess up, you can't do a retake. So I usually mess up intros. I start talking at the beginning of a video, and I say the wrong thing, or I'm not looking at the camera, so I got to stop it and redo it. So
I remember the first time that I ever went live. I had no clue what I was doing. I was doing the Easy Treat X1 unboxing. I had problems. I didn't know which thing that I had to do with streaming software, and nobody showed up. And I was like, okay, let's pretend that this never happened.
Well, one thing about nobody showing up, somebody will watch it tomorrow, next week, next month. So always carry on like you have a lot of people and talk about what you're going to talk about, because somebody's going to watch it. It's always going to be there. So just, learn to do your thing and don't worry about who is or isn't there.
Mm.
Unless you want to interact with chat, and then it's kind of difficult because you don't have any. I have trouble going solo because if I don't have questions coming in, I talk fast and I run out of things to say in about 5 minutes. Then I don't know what to say. So,
I can imagine that. No, I was so nervous. I didn't know anything. But then, yeah, if you're busy and you're working on stuff, it's going to be easier, and you're making jokes, and it's getting more comfortable.
Like my new Galvo fiber laser that I got from Hao Tian that they sent me. Once I learn how to properly use a machine, which will take some time, I plan on doing multiple videos every week and doing live streams with it and a lot of content. Right now, I'm still learning, and I have to figure all that out, and I'll do a lot more live content. So right now, I'm just working on a random video here and there as I learn how to do this and that. It'll just take time. Steep learning curve. So, but I'm so blessed the company sent it to me. I could never have afforded a machine like that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Lily, quit it.
Yeah, we hear Lily.
He wants a treat.
I'm currently painting in Bamboo Studio. Just see how that works.
Yeah, I hate when you accidentally click on a large surface and you wanted to do one tiny area and you accidentally click wrong and you recolored the whole thing. So, yeah, I like the paint feature.
It's the best or the mirror thing from Photosmith. And I was doing okay, I have these colors loaded. I'm just going to test it out, see how it works.
I like the new cut feature in Bamboo Studio. I don't have to go to NetFab anymore. I can just go to Bamboo Studio. If the part's a little bit too big for my Alien in Bamboo Studio, I just cut part of it somewhere and put on another build plate and print them separately.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
I'll be back. I'm going to go have dinner.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Okay,
I'll be back.
Hope it's delicious.
Yeah, a couple of days ago, we made porcupine meatballs for the second time, and they were really awesome. I made mashed potatoes to go with them, and you bake them. You mix up the hamburger with some rice and some eggs and some other stuff, and bake them in the oven. The first time we made them, the rice wasn't completely cooked, but we didn't cover them up. The second time I made them, I had more sauce on them, and I put foil on it tightly, and that foil helped steam them, so it cooked all the rice. I don't have no more bones right now. There's no more bones up here. My dog wants to bark at me.
Oh no, that's not good. I know my dog always tries to get my attention when I'm go online or I have to talk to somebody. It's like, hey, I'm here. You can talk to me.
Yeah, live is so much easier. Live is so much easier than doing a video, because video you got to edit and cut, and you might work on it for a couple of days rather than going live and just wham bam done and it's good to go.
Yes.
Nikita, let me go get another bone. Hold on.
Oh. Take care, Darth Gollum.
Well, Sergio,
Right,
since you
Gallo.
pulled it out and you're on the iPad, I hope dinner is delicious, sir. What? No, nobody wants Sergio to have a delicious meal but me? Like, you guys are all so quiet.
He's not sharing it with us, so why should we wish him a happy meal?
Hey, I have to say, it is really nice to finally be able to talk to Sam again, though, because, it's been a long time. I miss the guy. He is the second sexiest Sam I know, next to my
Merry
wife.
Christmas, Eric Allen.
Oh, I want to say the second sexiest.
Yeah,
How's
my
that
wife-
even?
My wife has to be the first, because if she's not, well, then I won't have a wife. You guys won't have a me, and that might.
Well, Sam could be your wife.
You know, my wife said something funny the other day. She got really mad when I threw it back at her, but one of my dogs wouldn't get out of her way. She's like, Nikita, move, move. And she said, what's the matter? I said, she don't listen to me. I'm telling her to move, and she won't listen. I said, I've been telling you to move for 15 years, and you still live here.
Wow. Wow. Oh my God.
I wonder why she'd be a little angry with you there, Jerry.
Oh.
That's the personality. That's my personality. But anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow night we go over to my son's house and everybody's there. I'll be sure to retell that one. So.
Yeah, that'll end well for you again. You might as well call the family ahead and let them know that they can return your gifts.
Thank you very much for the $50 for Christmas, Kate. I'll see you tonight. Thank you very much. And I hope everything worked out with the cross that you're cutting out, the Lord's Prayer from the LA Hobby Guy.
I agree with Jerry.
Yeah, here's a Christmas present. It's for my sister and my brother-in-law, which I did a video about it, so I know she's seen it online. But this is from the LA Hobby Guy, a file that I got from him. And that's all cut out in 5mm basswood. Came out really nice.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Nice.
And then here's a wolf that I did. I got the file on Etsy. Actually, Etsy had a credit for like $5 free for Christmas, so I bought this file here. It's multi-layered. Then you just paint each layer whatever color you want and then glue it all together, super glue, or you can use wood glue. And I want to make a really large version of this. This is for a present. My wife's like, well, the mountains shouldn't be orange. In the example, they were like an orangish yellow. And I did put yellow paint in the oranges. It didn't come out quite how I wanted, but still real pretty to look at. So, anyway. And that was done on my Raleigh Laser MK2.
Oh.
I'm very tired now.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I do have a lot of power naps, you know. I do sometimes just work on stuff here, you know, on my Lesothofanes, and all of a sudden I'm just like.
I remember back in the day when I was sitting here playing with my lethal flames. You need to go out, take a walk or something, dude. That's
And there's a plug for Laser Makers Realm that'll be on tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific. Leo Q will be on there. He is founder of Raleigh, the Lasermatic awesome diode lasers, the best diode laser I've ever used up to this point. And yeah, they're going to refund the money to 2 people that have bought within a certain time frame.
You've got a donation there, Jerry.
Oh, Red Light. Thank you very much, Red Light. $25. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Red Light is good people. I don't care what anybody says.
I met him and his wife here. They came to Vegas about a year ago, and I went and picked them up from downtown, brought them up, and he got to see all my stuff here, and I took a couple selfies with him. And I think he's coming back to Vegas in a couple months.
Yeah, I remember the photos when you posted those a while back. It was a little while back, wasn't it, Jerry?
Yeah, I think it was at least a year ago, wasn't it, Red Light? And then I gave him one of my mini Pauls. I resin printed a couple mini Pauls, and I gave him one of the little aliens.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good people. I like Red Light.
I've had,
oh, go ahead, Jerry.
I've had 3 or 4 makers that have stopped by the house here. Jason has never been here, but Kenny's been here, and I've had a few other people come by.
Yeah, I would say Red Light needs to join from the loader. I miss the good old days when he would hop into chats and he'd be sitting there scrapping and chatting. I just got back from Key West. Oh, beautiful
we
place.
lost Kenny. I didn't know Kenny left. When did Kenny leave?
Where's Kenny?
Kenny popped out. I thought Kenny said he'd be back. I thought he said, I got to go. I'll be back, guys.
Well, I must have been up out of my chair. I didn't hear that. Sorry about that. Yeah, he hasn't been feeling real good. He's been out of the weather. So I appreciate him sticking out for as long as he did. That's why he hasn't been on the last few weeks. He hasn't been feeling good. But that happens as you get older. Things get worse.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, a couple nights ago, what time was it? It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, my time. Or no, actually, it's like midnight. And Rich, the LA hobby guy, had messaged me. I'm like, wow, you're still awake. And I'm like, I'm retired, dude. Or something like that. I forget what he said. But yeah. Before I had all my health problems in 2019, I was on my computer 2 or 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. But now I try to think of what time do I want to wake up and do stuff. So I try to go to bed by midnight when possible. Sometimes earlier, but depends when I want to wake up. I usually get up 6 o'clock, 6:30.
Yeah.
Let's see if Brandon sent me an email. Yeah, here it is. Like, okay, Brandon, if you're still watching, I got your email. I'll send you that link later. You can fill out with Ziltech later today. And then they'll get a hold of you in anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. Anybody else watching like to drop on, hang out? Would you like to come and pester Sam? He's still on stream. You want to join?
Yeah, pester
Or
Sam.
meet Sam. Meet Dan. Meet Zach. Talk to Matt, German person. And that's why I figured I have trouble asking people for donations, so that's why I put that banner above my name. Before the stream, I went and Googled a JPEG of donations are welcome, and that's why I just threw it on my screen. It's easier for me to just post it rather than ask for help. But I appreciate all the people do, no matter what it is.
I have printed this week this. I got a run out on the red filament. This was a failed print because the white got stuck in the AMS, so I had to reprint it. And that was the last part of the filament. So just the last few lines were in a different color. Really stupid, but it's a subliminal message. Like subscribe to Jerry.
Yeah, subscribing is free.
Message.
Like this.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah, if you're on Twitch following, it's free. If you want to use your Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to me on Twitch, on YouTube. You can join. If you'd like to become a channel member, you're welcome to join. I think I've got 6 or 7 channel members. And the subscribe button down below, just smash that thumbs up. Just give it a click. I'd appreciate it. It helps the YouTube algorithm and everything helps everything work out. So, Mr. Prentice, when is your Mr. P? I should say, as I said in a comment, when is your next live stream or video? Do you know? Within the next later today?
I don't know. It's going to be a couple of days after Christmas Day, so it won't be Boxing Day. It'll probably be the day after that. So yeah, that'll be the next one, which will be probably Brewster out of a box, maybe. All the cool guys and Sam. Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah, Sam is not cool. We are the cool guys, and Sam is not Sam.
I'm vintage. That's what I am.
Hey, Mr. Sam, what's on the title? Over your left shoulder.
Older than you.
Lily, you're too loud. Stop it.
Lily, quit it.
Over your left shoulder on the top shelf by the ceiling, what are those up there? Trucks?
What are you saying?
Up by the ceiling. What's up on the top shelf by the ceiling? Are those trucks?
What are you talking about?
Over your left shoulder, up by the ceiling, if you look up, are those trucks? I see yellow and red and black. Or are those just boxes?
You mean top of your wardrobe?
What, you mean right up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're boxes.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like little semi trucks or something.
There's very little that's very interesting up there, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing too interesting.
This is where Sam hides his money.
Yeah.
Clio mods. Does the AMS being up top mess up the? No, it does not. 100% does not. These are all printed on it, and it does not mess the print up. It's really
Hey,
good.
Cleo Mops. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Ziltech sent me a box of goodies. I was amazed. I seen in tracking, I had a 10-pound box coming. I'm like, okay, they're sending me some filament and something else that equals 10 pounds. And then we got it. It was from a store in Texas. I think it's called Herd B or something like that. And I had coffee and some this and that and other, and a bag of cookies. It was really cool. I shared it. As a matter of fact, let me show you a picture. This is what they sent me. It was actually the only company this year that sent me anything. Yeah, a box of goodies right there, and the box is right behind it. And then Gloop sent me another big can of Gloop, Mega Gloop, for my alien that I'm working on. So I'm going to be running low once I start gluing everything together. So that was very nice of them. And that butter tortilla is called. That's a candle. It says butter tortilla. I opened it up thinking, what's this? Something to go on bread, but it's candle. That's very nice of them. There's some puppy pics from a year ago. Sandy with her tongue out. That's my latest video I just put out. HEB, okay. Brandy said that's the name of it, HEB.
It's like Matt German's being told off. Look, I'm telling you now, Matt, I'm sick to death of this. You can't be streaming all day and all night, sitting here winning competitions.
Yeah, get in there and make
done.
me some food right now. Get the dishes done. Take out the trash.
Look how nervous he looks.
Yeah. I don't know if he can hear us or not.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry.
That's
I was
good.
talking to my wife.
Well, that was good. We were talking about you.
Well, I scrolled back. Hold on.
Sam started telling everybody what your wife was probably saying to you, and I tried to add to it.
Voiceover.
They were basically like more narrating. Narrating, yeah.
Yeah, Sam, or she's saying, Matt, get the dishes done. I'm hungry. I want some food right now. Get the dishes done. Clean the house.
It's 10:30 at night. He's already fed me.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a good husband.
Although he was meant to help my son with the dishes, my son's done them on his own.
Oh, I know why it's not that late. We had a time change. You didn't, and that's why it's not so late for you right now. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then I was trying to figure out when Sam was on the other day. He's like, it's only such and such a time there.
You don't have a donation there.
$7. Thank you very much, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, no, I was telling him the dog's in trouble because my son had not long mopped the bathroom floor and the dog's piddled on it. So she's in trouble.
Nope, that's for Sandy.
Nice, clean bathroom floor, and I come to a dog puddle in it.
Sorry. She wouldn't.
I let her out as well.
I know.
I let her outside and she went and immediately puddled in the bathroom.
Can I just ask a question? Are you sure it wasn't Matt?
Yeah, guilty of me.
He was on screen here. He was on screen here.
Okay.
He does have an alibi. Did Matt blame the dog? Somebody.
Matt blamed the dog.
Yeah, I always blame the dog. Bloody dog.
No, it happened after. You might have seen me go that way, and then when I came, by the time I came back, it had happened, and he's been in here all the time, so it can't have been him.
Maybe it was a boy.
Anyway.
Maybe it was you cuddled on the floor.
No, it wasn't me.
Ooh.
Anyway, I've got to get ready for tomorrow. We're off to my mum and dad's for Christmas tomorrow, so got to finish pulling ourselves together.
Good, but if there's any competitions, make sure you enter them because Matt will not be online to win them.
I will be there. Trust me.
Yeah, Matt will go to the bathroom at your relative's house. He'll be on his phone.
Sam, Matt appeared on Jerry's show during our wedding reception.
Oh.
Yeah, Matt's addicted to online.
Matt will half a week away from Jerry.
Oh,
He
what a
only-
love
oh,
triangle this has become.
I don't know how long he spoke to Jerry that night, but he snuck outside the building to join the show for a while.
Wow.
It was 5 minutes. You make it sound like it was like a year.
I haven't a clue there was that much going off. Anyway, I'll leave you all to it. Have a
Take
nice
care,
Christmas,
have a
everyone.
Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Well, I live in Las Vegas. That's something that's said a lot around here.
Oh yeah. Giggity giggity.
What diggity?
We got 49 people watching, everybody. We got 30 on YouTube and 19 on Twitch. I've been streaming for 2 hours and 35 minutes, so I'll go till 3 o'clock. So another 25 minutes. And I just hope everybody has an awesome Christmas. I hope you get everything you've been wanting. You probably won't, but wishful thinking. Just be happy for the other people around you that got what they wanted. That's kind of how that usually works.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna pop off too, and I'm getting very tired. So-
Yeah, basically Matt has peed on the floor and they're doing a cover up.
Damn! Caught again. Dogs have accidents. Sometimes.
Tuck your pants
Yeah,
and rubber
yeah.
boots. That way, if there's an accident, it winds up in the boot and you don't get the carpet dirty.
What?
Never mind.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh, you guys are bad. You have bad influence.
Well, take care, Matt. You have an awesome day, and I'll talk to you next week when we're on again. Hope you get
All right.
everything you want. Be happy, be safe, and Merry
you.
Christmas to you.
I wish all of you guys a Merry Christmas too, and a Happy New Year if I don't see you all.
Okay. Same to you, man.
Don't see you in a week. I'll see you through a window. Hey, Matt.
And then there were 4. We went from 10 to 4.
Yeah, it
There you
went
go.
quickly.
What's Pez Liz doing? I bet she's doing nothing and she could definitely set her camera up.
Yes, you can.
Hey, Liz, would you like
There
to
you go.
talk with you? Even if it's 5 minutes, we'd love to have you.
This
People love
sausage fest could be neutralized in one easy click.
Bye, Matt. He's still watching, so we can still talk to him. He's yelling at his dog saying, "Stop it, Lily." Actually, when I was trying to talk, Lily was getting loud, so I told her to stop it. So, Zach, you have any more videos coming up? What's going on with you right now?
I received some parts for the Poor Man's Prusa from AliExpress, but I do need to get a new bed frame because the bed frame that I got is for the Prusa Mini, not for the normal Prusa Mark III. And then several other small parts that I need to gather from the donor printer. So a lot of stuff going on. I don't think that I'm going to make a video about that for this coming week. I was working on another project, and I hope to end or finish the video this coming week because it's year end then, and people want to know the future of what we can expect in 2024 and maybe also some other years ahead of time.
Oh, something I want to mention, since you have an X Plus 3, I've been using mine for the last week. Printing bamboo parts, it's been doing fine. Then out of the blue, it had an error. I posted on Facebook something about the bed provisions or something. It had an error. It wouldn't print. The minute the hot end got up to temp, it gave me a weird error on the screen. I don't remember what it was at the moment. But I contacted Cheaty about it, and they had me do this and had me do that and film a video, and they couldn't figure it out. And they finally said update the firmware. And then when I updated the firmware, then it worked fine. But once the first print got done after the firmware was upgraded and the print got done, that error was on the screen again. After the print. Why, I don't know. I clicked OK, started the next print. It's going fine. And I Bamboo Studio has their newest 3 printers, X Plus 3 and the Max in Bamboo Studio, which is awesome. I've been using that now, but my iPass, my really big printer by Cheedy, that's kind of back there, the big one, there's no profile for Bamboo Studio, and they said they don't have one. I'm like, that's your biggest, best printer you guys ever made. Why don't you have a profile for Orca or Bamboo Studio? And they had no answer.
And that is weird. But before you got bad or when you had problems with your QD Tech, wasn't there an update on the machine?
Well, here's what it said. It said movement beyond range of provision. And the minute I sliced a print, the little screen that shows you the part on that printer would not show a part, and it still doesn't show what you're printing. But then when they would do its bed leveling and they go to heat up the temp, and then it would have the error on the screen, movement beyond range of provisions. Once they updated the firmware, then it fixed the problem. But then I had the error after the print was done, which was odd to me. I don't know why it was printing fine, then out of the blue, updating the firmware fixed it. What changed? I mean, it's printing fine, and all of a sudden they don't print. It has a weird error, and they say update the firmware to fix it, which makes no sense because it was fine. So I don't know.
So basically, the slicer from the QD Tech has an issue.
I wasn't using their slicer. I was using. Oh, actually, I tried it one time. I did update to a new version of their slicer. Then I had the error. So then I went to Bamboo Studio and re-sliced it, and then I had the error. So I don't know. It's just out of the blue. No, I didn't look at the code. It's just it was printing fine, and then it's not. Once Sebastian, once I updated the firmware, then it's printing fine again. So I don't know.
No, I keep using the QD print as the slicer because I think it's working great. I do have a lot of slicers here on my task bar, but it's fine.
For the QD print doesn't have a profile for their iFast, so I have to use QD slicer. I got 2 different slicers from them. One that's for the iFast, and one is for the last 3 printers. And if you go to the website, they no longer show all their other printers like they used to. They just list their 3 newest machines. But companies tend to do that after a certain period of time, except for Corality. You can look at stuff they've had since the beginning of time. Most companies don't list their older stuff.
No, because but Corality is still selling those, huh?
Here's Sandy. Oh, I don't know, but I don't know if Crowley still does. They used to list almost everything. I don't know if they still do. But.
And also, maybe you see it also here in the second bar. I'm going to take a few days off. I'm going to focus also to update my website and going full in getting more things done on commission base. Printing stuff for future customers or for customers, going also to try out Etsy, how that is going to work. So I'm going to try to make some money outside of YouTube.
I wish I had a neighbor that wanted to take on all my stuff. I've got literally hundreds of things that could be listed here, there, and everywhere. If they want to do the legwork, I can split the money with them or something. But I don't have anybody close by that wants to do it. My wife doesn't want to get involved. I'm like, hey, you can make extra money. I'll give you half of everything I sell. You post ad, you take pictures of it. And
yeah, sure. Now we have end of January next year. We have this little thing going on. It's in sort of convention center, and they say it like black market, where people have a little booth and where they can sell stuff. And I was thinking about it to actually rent a space there and then have all my previous printed parts or models displayed, as thing to sell, because I don't want to have my test prints throwing into the trash bin and not, something like that.
I haven't sold anything on Etsy this year. Last year I sold 2 items. Some people do really good on Etsy. They got a large amount of stuff. I only have a handful of things, and I rarely ever sell anything.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it to check out for designing my own stuff that I can sell. Maybe there is a market for the things that I think of at this moment, like business relation gifts, some other handy tools. Maybe it works. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But if you don't try, you don't know.
Yeah. How many printers do you have now, Dan? I sell everything I don't use.
There's with the introduction of this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12.
Remember when you first had that diode laser, you built it out of extrusion and you got the files and you printed them out and then I did what you did and I did. I still have that. I still have that laser in the garage. It's got a 5-watt Comgro head on it. I've never sold it. It's not that accurate, but it does work. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those boards on it.
Yeah, I finally disassembled it and I needed some hardware and it had the parts and I wasn't really using it and it had a diode on it. I think the diode's around here somewhere, or I ended up giving it to a buddy. I still have. I got the longer that I got from Tripod, and I've got the down here. I've got my K40.
Mm-hmm.
So I still got those two. I haven't really done much lasering. I did a couple of things for the restaurant that my family work at. My wife, my mother-in-law, and my daughter all work at this little restaurant. It changed hands, new company or new owners, new names. So I made a couple of little slate cup holders for them, little slate tile cup holders. I did a couple of those for them with the new logo on it. And
a K40 is a perfect little CO2, but it only does 8x12. So if you want anything bigger than 8x12, you can't. But other than that, if you're doing small clear acrylic engravings and making signs, LED lit signs, it's perfect for that.
Oh yeah. I definitely won't knock the K40, especially since I got my K40 for $100. So
that's good.
Really can't knock that price. $100 for a K40 is a hell of a price.
I bought mine. It was around $400 from Momtech out of California. And then about a year later, Monport got a hold of me and they said, "Hey, you want to review our K40?" It's like, "No, I already have one. Why do I want to review another one? It's exactly like it. If you want to send me this or this, I will." And of course, they wanted to send me their budget one to make some more sales, and I wasn't interested. I try to only review things I actually want to use. I don't just want to. I used to do diodes left and right, review them to make content. Now I just try to get things that I actually want to use. I can't put out much content, but it takes so much time to make content. And even though I'm retired, it's like I never have enough time for the hobbies that I currently have.
Yeah, I mean, ideally, if someone's looking, and Sam, you can chime in on this. I know you got input, but ideally, if someone's looking to get into working with companies, in the beginning, you definitely want to, if you want to make good, you want to get in with the company with whatever they've got and make it either look good or at least be honest. You don't want to lie to people because that's always going to get you in trouble, but you also want to find the best way to make something look good so that you kind of appeal. I mean, point out flaws, but don't necessarily point out flaws, if that makes sense. And take what you can get in the beginning because it helps you to get your foot in the door with them. It lets them see what you're capable of. But after a while, you kind of build a rapport with them. They see what you can do, and you kind of earn yourself the ability to be a little more picky and choosy, if I'm right, Sam, right?
Mm. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like I said before, you need to be true to yourself. So if you feel passionately about something, like, for instance, something's unsafe or, potentially they could fire or any of those kind of things, you really have to go to town on that. And, John and the CR6 is point in case to that one. But there is a little bit of that at the beginning, I think, when you're kind of like, well, what do you have? How can we work together? What does it cost? How does things work? And then it then really transitions when you then have your platform and you're ultimately putting something together. You then realize sooner or later that ultimately you have a value, and that value is compensated usually by the marketing department. So to give you an example, there might be a company that might say, "Hey, we'll give you a free printer if you do a review." Now, that might be really good if that printer is going to be valuable to you. But when you get to a stage where you've got too many printers and, someone's asking you to do a review, you then probably need to have more compensation than just getting a free printer. And at that point, I think you then realize that actually you're a proper content creator and not necessarily just a guy that gets a free printer or a girl that gets a free printer. So, from my experience with that, it has changed very, very much for me, I think probably over the last 18 months. And it's quite funny because I had somebody quite recently around the same day. It was actually two people. One of them said, "How are you able to get all this stuff for free?" And I was just like, "Dude, seriously, if you think this is for free, like, you then obviously don't have a value of anything to do with time, because time is enormously valuable." And I go on about this all the time. But if I get a printer and it takes me 2 weeks to film it, to edit it, to test it, to do all the full calibration,
time is money.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the point. And where I'm at with a couple of companies now, it's they're offering me proper money to work with them. One of which is a 3-year relationship. So based off of that, it's become quite serious. And then I think from a content creation, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, that kind of career. And again, as a small creator of not 100,000 subs, that's quite a unique position to be in. So I'm not taking it for granted, but at the same time, you've got to realize that these companies are making money off of you. So if you're able to make them money, aka with an affiliate link or whatever it might be, you've got to understand where your value is and where you are sitting inside of that ecosystem, because everybody's different. So Joel Telling will do a completely different stream to, I don't know, Grant or Loyal or Jerry or John or any of those guys. So everybody's got their own kind of niche or niche inside of that 3D printing ecosystem. Some people teaching tech, for example, enormously technical, and the delivery is very precise, where some Lost in Tech is again very, very good at transitioning. Foxhammer is another one that's an absolutely amazing creator. But again, what you got to remember is that we're all different, and everybody watches different streams for different reasons. So it depends what you want to get out of it. So
did you see Ivan Miranda's video this morning?
Is that the one with the ping pong ball thing? The
marbles. It's a marble
yeah.
block, really huge. And I'm thinking, why? And then he got all these marbles. He's checking their size. Some the color was off on the white. They weren't exactly the same size, which surprised me that they weren't exactly the same. It was a cool video. I'm thinking, but what's the point other than you just wanted to make it to be making it?
Well, I think if you can get to that point where you're making it because you love what you're doing, you're not doing it because a company wants you to do it. I mean, there's a classic 60-second short that I did for $400, and I don't think they even used the short. I did it for them. Said, yeah, no problem at all. I shot the short. Literally 60 seconds, $400, job done. But you again, like I say, you get from one point of being somebody that likes doing 3D printing to then it being work. And if you're putting time and effort into something, then it's either a hobby or it's work. It's charity. It's one of those three things. So I want to make a go at it. So going out to America and doing the things in the first year, I wasn't supported. The second year I have been supported. The third year I'm going to be supported, and more so. And we launched things. That's why I brought the Death Racers to the US. That's why I did all those things. Is ultimately to try and get a platform to go, hey, this is what I do, and this is what we're doing. And there's loads more stuff coming out as well. We've got a tiny bike project, which is going to be very amusing, and I might be flying to Seattle to do that with Joel and Ben. So you'll hopefully see that in the next few months. So watch this space.
I was looking online at CES, getting a media pass to go that I could go for free, and it's like on YouTube. You got to have 50,000 subscribers. If you're on Twitch or TikTok, it's got certain requirements for CES in Las Vegas. I wanted to get a media pass. I don't have it. I've never asked any companies if you hook me up, get me a 1 or 2 day pass. I go to CES since I'm in Vegas. And somebody the other day in a chat, I think it was yesterday, they mentioned to get a media pass. But when I looked at the qualifications, what you need to do for media pass, you got to have like 50,000 subscribers to this platform or that platform, and it has different things you have to qualify for before you even fill out the form. I assume it's free. I don't know. Normally you have to pay for passes, but
I know Creality are going to that one because we're in discussions about that. But I don't think that's going to happen for me anyway. On the date, it's early Jan, isn't it?
My son took me twice a few years ago. He worked at a casino, and I had a badge for that particular casino, and I went with him. And they got anything and everything, all future ideas and concepts on things they might come out with. But the 3D printing area at CES a couple of years ago wasn't that large. It's a small area.
No.
And of
I
course,
know one of the CEOs is going there, and
Yeah.
I know they've been reaching out to creators in the US, trying to do, interviews with them, wanting to see their space, wanting to understand what they're doing, getting content again. It's another content exercise for them. But as far as I'm aware, they're bringing back ShareFest next year to all the Rep festivals if they can. I certainly know from Justin that they've not signed up for Rocky Mountain yet, so there might not even be space for them there. But it's certainly my intention to be at Rocky Mountain. It's certainly my intention to be at Mirth Earth or 3D-topia. It's 3D-topia, isn't it? Is it 3D-topia?
Yeah,
3D-topia.
I think Justin said they're going to be in a bigger hall this next year, and they should have a lot more room. So.
Yeah, they've taken on more space, which is great. But again, it's one of those things, isn't it? You've got to find the right sponsors. You've got to have the right setting. Then obviously there's return on investment. So if somebody's paying, $4,000 out on you, what are they getting for that money, and why are they doing that? Why are they supporting you? Is there a long-term investment for you? What's the plan package? So, I've been in business for near on 20 years now, so I kind of know what the score is with with negotiation and stuff, and that's probably my biggest talent inside of this network of people is probably being able to talk to people in a way that they understand the ROI.
I would assume that if you don't know what to ask or charge, then you talk to other big content creators like Joel or whoever behind the scenes, and they can kind of tell you what they're doing. I don't know if they reveal that, but that might give you somewhere to start with if you don't know what to ask.
There are groups, there are creative Discord groups and things like that, where if somebody comes in with, hey, would you do this, blah blah blah, and people rank where they're at and stuff. But again, you have to be very careful with that, because what you're doing versus what someone else is doing. Again, if everybody says, hey, I want $500 for doing this one particular thing, first of all, it's going to look fishy. And second of all, you might not win the job, especially if someone's going to do it for free. So it's one of those, we have the same thing in the film industry. If you're doing, if you're doing droid building, the best possible thing would be for your droid to be in a film. And yes, you would do it for free. You'd probably even pay to be on set. But as soon as you start saying that to the actors and the people that's their full-time profession, that's when the muddy waters start happening and people start saying, you need to shut up, because I'm not doing this for free. This is my job. So I think that people need to understand exactly where they're and what it means, really. But Form Next is an amazing event for me. It's pretty much where the next 12 months of my creativity will be coming from. And if I didn't go to that show, I wouldn't have got the things that I've got and things that are coming out in the future. So, a lot of the China trip as well was insane for me. That the amount of people that I've met out there, Chinese social media that I'm part of now, the amount of messages that I send to various people, and it's very, very easy communication there from a lot of the Chinese people that are working on various things. So you'll all of a sudden get kind of like a message going, hey, we got something coming out. Here's a picture. And you just be like, okay, that's where you're going. So yeah, it's been interesting, to say the least. Invest in yourself. Exactly that. Hang on, I've got a print change.
And I'm still painting the beard of Member.
Yeah, I had someone about a year ago tell me that, well, whenever you get one of these lasers to review, you got to tell that company you want X amount of dollars on top of the laser to review it. My answer to that person was, my channel is too small. I'm lucky to get what I get. So if somebody is willing to give me a particular item to review, I'm happy to get it for the content that I'll create for it. If my channel was really big and I had too much stuff backed up to possibly do content, then that might change. But at the moment, I haven't got to that point. And
that's what I say, though. That's what I say, Jerry. It's you got to know where you're at and where do you fit into this, and how do you value yourself inside of that metric. So, as I say, if you're a big content creator, then you're going to be able to dictate pretty much however you want this to run, and you'll have your rates and you'll have a various. One of the worst things I ever did. Fact here, complete fact. I thought I would introduce someone to Michael from Teaching Tech. And Michael was just like, I don't want to work with them. And I was like, oh, like, why? And he was just like, these are the messages I get. And I was like, oh, okay. And what you don't tend to do now, certainly from what I've seen, is the people that are in these companies, they are thirsty to be introduced to other content creators. But if it blows up in their face, then you are the fall guy. That's been my thing. So I generally don't, you can push and pull and say, maybe don't speak to this person, or maybe try and speak to another person, but and understand what clout they have inside of that workspace. But when you start introducing people to other people, and that's, say, for instance, I introduced someone to Zach, and then Zach video didn't perform well, then that reflects badly on me. So you kind of have to hold your own. I know it sounds really quite odd, but if you do it in a particular way, then you're responsible for you. You're not responsible for all your mates.
That happened with me with TiVo a few years ago. I had a really cool printer by them I really liked. It was green. I forget what it was called. It worked super well. I referred them to 3 of my friends. 2 of them didn't do content on it, which made me look like an idiot. And the third person, which was Jim from Edutech, was doing a giveaway, and they didn't hold up their end and send the person the printer they told Jim that they would give away. So that kind of comes around full circle, and I'm the one that referred them. And then I did refer a company to Michael a long time ago, a very large company, and he totally wasn't interested for the same reason you said. So
yeah, and I mean, that's again, they might all these content creators might be, hey, you know what, we're friends or whatever, but business is business at the end of the day, and you've really got to keep that. Are they your buddy, or are they, working with you? And if you're working on a project with someone,
online friend. Whenever I talk to a company and I say, and I might mention another content creator, I say they're an online friend of mine. I don't say personal friend. I say online friend. We're an acquaintance. Like everybody here, we're all acquaintances.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, as soon as, if anyone sees, I get this a lot, if anyone sees a picture of me with Joel, for example, immediately they're like, oh, Joel? Oh, what about this? What about that? Can we get in touch with him? And the chances are they've already spoken to Joel. Joel's given, his feedback on whether or not he wants to work with them. And, they always look for a different angle into getting into a. But I'll tell you now, especially companies like Creality. It's funny because I was in a meeting with someone the other day, and I was watching, and in the background, the person sitting behind them was the content creation manager, and her responsibility is to basically look at other people's videos and record what feedback and comments they're getting inside of YouTube. And it was Grant from 3D Musketeer, and it was blurry, but you could definitely make out that it was definitely Grant. And that person was making all these notes, Excel document, and then that all gets sent off to other people for them to, analyze the environment that they're in. And if we're getting poor feedback, or why does it do this? If they're seeing questions there that are, well, why does this happen? Or why Creality doing that? That then gets raised in their various meetings. And it's, I think a lot of people think that these companies are stupid. They are far stupid. They are on it. More so than you can possibly ever imagine. It's frightening how into the zone they are. So
they have a little team of checking everything out.
You know what? Say what you want about Creality support. 100%, they've got an AI element to it. So there's a computer that's basically answering questions at first point. Then it goes on to a first call. Then it goes on. I've sat in there. I see the people. I've answered the questions that people have had. I've replied to people in customer service. There is a customer service there. In fact, there's a customer service. There's 2 customer service teams in China alone, and that's without them investing in stuff in the US and in Europe. So, it is there. Whether or not you're getting good customer service is something, obviously down to the individual and how you. I see this quite a lot. You see someone being bolshy online. Oh, I haven't got good customer service, and I said this, and I think it's crap. Blah, blah, blah. And you already get an attitude issue prior to you even doing anything. You've done nothing wrong yet. All of a sudden, I'm getting berated on YouTube for a problem that they've had, but you can already see that the attitude problem is theirs, and probably not Creality's or any other business that's trying to do that customer service. And they're doing it. I had a problem with one of my Bambi Lab printers. They don't know me. The customers people don't know me. Messaged them and said, hey, what about this? And they came back and said, yeah, no problem at all. We'll send you out the parts. And that was easy. There's no preferential treatment there or anything like that. The AI answer bot is hilarious. It recommends someone to buy a CPU cooler. And well, you know what? Again, once you get past that, and if again, you got to remember that there's time zones inside of the Chinese time zone. You're probably better, first thing in the morning, UK time, later on in the afternoon, I think US time, or in the evening US time. You're probably going to get a better answer out of Creality in those time zones than you're probably going to get any other time. So, but I'm not Creality support. I'm not any of these people's support. If you've got a problem with your printer, that's between you and the customer, you and the company. My thoughts on the machine that I'm sent. This is the thing. They could send me the best machine that they've ever made, and I could be going, this is amazing. But Jerry could go and buy it, or he could be sent one himself, and it might not perform as good as mine has. So, again, that's why they're sent out. So Creality have 1,000, in fact, over 1,000 influencers on their books. Okay, so think about that. Imagine you producing products and then thinking, oh, actually, who am I going to send this machine to? So it goes into a metric. They look at who's performing well. They then speak to those people and then see if it's going to work. So giving away free stuff isn't always, the best possible thing for them. The first K1 Max went out to Pretzel Prints, and she didn't realize, I don't think, that was such an important moment for her, where she could have done a review on it and gained 1 billion subscribers, because no one else had it for a good month or so before that. Yeah. She did nothing with it. I didn't see a single review. I didn't see anything that she's done with it. It was something that was there, and it went away very, very quickly, which was such a shame, because if I had taken that home, I would have been like, making as much content as I possibly.
Of course.
Yeah, but if you're the first one, go live. Don't worry about the video in a week or two. Go live right now, unbox it, and go from there.
That's it. So, but yeah, the YouTube game is it's a funny old thing, and that's just in our niche, right? If you're into something else, you're into gaming. If you're into something else, it's going to be probably a different set of circumstances. I know Frankly Built did an interview, and he was talking about the interactions with Marvel. And when you start working with really big companies like Marvel, they're asking you to do premieres and other bits and pieces like that. That really changes you away from, rather than just being somebody on YouTube. That's actually you being hired as an actor, or as a background worker, or a professional costumer, or whatever it might be. So, so again, the way I see it is just run with it and see what happens, really. But my integrity is still exactly what I said. Soval, I made no bones about that. They really pissed me off, and I won't work with them again. Simple as that. So, and their machine, the SV07 was dreadful. It was clunky. The SV06 was very good. And again, that's my opinion on it. But when you have a negative experience with a company that's trying to use your name for marketing purposes with a totally different influencer that you have no part of, that kind of gets under my skin. And that's when you got to be very careful when you're maybe doing a review, or and you're saying, hey, what about that person, and that person did this and that person did that. If you don't have a good relationship with that person, or if you're using footage that's got them in it, I will always ask, Joel Telling, for instance, hey, I've got this bit of footage, you're in the background, or you're saying this, is that okay to use that? And generally, as long as I've asked, it's okay. Unless it's got a real...
I had a filament company that I allowed to use some of my pictures on their website of some prints I made of their filament, but directly underneath that picture was somebody's review, as if that was their picture, that had what they thought of it, this and that and other, their review, but they connected them. So it looked like the picture went with the reviewer. And I said, that's not me. That's my picture. Take the picture down or space it. Have your web person take the comments, the reviews for that item, and bring it away from the pictures, because it appeared to be they were connected. So anyway.
Yeah, I had that also 2 weeks ago. I saw something about one of my videos on All3D, and I was like, oh, really? I had to scroll for it through the website. It was me installing a I think a Fetus Dragonfly hot end. I was like, okay,
that's awesome. Well, I mean, again, if it benefits you, that's great. But if your videos are being used for marketing purposes, then you probably need to be thinking about having a conversation with whoever that company is. And I would probably suggest that you're compensated in one way, shape, or form. And that might be that they send you some filament. That might be I had a company. I'll tell you who it is actually. FL Sun a little while ago completely stitched me up over a paid advert, and in the end, they sent me filament instead of payment. That worked well for me because I didn't have to buy filament. So
that's fast, Dan. That's really moving.
Yeah, I didn't realize, like, I was going through and I was playing around with the config file and I saw there were some macro folders that I hadn't included in my config. So I added them in, and it's got these macros for, you got shape, then you got torture shake, torture XY, and torture Z. And those are macros that the Rook guys put in for you to have to basically beat your printer. Like, here's the one for torture XY. I'm going to turn this thing, but here's the one that's for torture XY.
Oh,
It is just like clicking. I just dropped the nozzle out of it because I haven't heat tightened the nozzle yet, but the nozzle rattled loose. Here's Torture Z. It's not really a terrible thing. It's just moving quickly up and down. It's definitely not like X and Y when they move. And then the other one was just the straight torture test where it just moves and moves and moves. So you got the torture shake. Here, hold on.
Wow.
I had to make sure it wasn't going to walk off the desk. I've seen them. The Rook guys have a video out where they took a Rook, they got it all set up, and then they have a line on the floor, and it just starts rocking it back and forth. And since most of the weight is on the rear, the front end lifts up, and then it jumps forward real quick and pushes the printer forward. And they did a race to see how long it took them to cross a line with the printer just rocking it back and forth. So these are some pretty quick little printers. I definitely am glad that I finally got this thing built because it's it's a small form factor. It's the same bed as the V0 has. So it's not meant to be anything crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's not meant to be anything crazy. But
I've been streaming for 3 hours, 11 minutes. We got 38 people watching. I think I'm going to Twitch. I think I'm going to raid into Ugly Moo in just a minute. And we're going to end the stream here in just a second. I appreciate all the donations and the subs and the follows. If you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button down below. Please check out all these great makers here on the screen. I hope everybody has a great Christmas. And here goes the raid on Twitch right now. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great day, and thank you. And I'll be back next Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific.
Love you, Jerry.
Everybody take care. Have a great Christmas. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Check out Mr. Prentice here. He's really doing some great things.